fucked me for the last time.
What are you gonna do about it?
I'm gonna go to Abby's house, and I'm gonna buy a hyper-realistic human eye, and I'm gonna use pet safe Elmer's glue and put it in the socket.
I have considered getting her a googly eye and just sticking it on.
So, welcome back to Broken Couch, everyone. I did just for like 5 seconds.
Okay.
I went live as soon as Piper started ranting.
Okay.
Welcome back.
I will not be made a fool. I'm
It's
24
Thursday.
years old.
Here's some dogs for the audience. Welcome back, everyone. We're at Broken Couch once again. We currently...
Marshall,
Marshall? Hello, Marshall. Say hi to the world.
Marshall.
Marshall.
Hi, Marshall.
We don't have Dan
Okay,
today,
bye,
so we
Marshall.
have special guest.
He doesn't understand how doors work quite yet.
Dan?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
not at
Yeah,
all.
Dan doesn't know how doors work. That's why he won't be present tonight.
Can't
But
figure out how to get me off this.
Yeah, he completely locked himself out, and he was like, "Please don't leave me out here." And I said it'd be best if we just went on and recorded now. So that's what
Every
we're
time He
doing.
grabs the doorknob, he goes like,
Michael, don't leave me here.
Just a Michael. So yeah, last we left off, we didn't have Adam last time, but thank God we do now, because I'm really gonna need him for this session.
Oh, we do have Dan.
Oh, Dan, he made
He's
it.
angry.
Oh fuck! We left him outside. Oh my God! There's two of them. Oh, that's the real Dan right there.
yeah.
Oh no. that's Vampire Dan right there.
Why does he
got
look-
the-
Why does his base form look like a fucking polygon?
Y'all, please.
Sorry.
Stone
So-
Cold. Oh no.
So last we left off, the gang, still at Poseidon's Museum, now actually made full, went down to the Well of Memories. And unfortunately, at the end of episode 11, Pioneer dived straight in. And that led to what I can only describe as a peyote cactus spiritual trip.
Manic episode, if you will.
Yes, as our dear robot boy found himself back at the tower he keeps having dreams of, now fully conscious of what it is and not constantly forgetting about it outside of the sleeping world. There, he met the figure in the chamber who was full of himself and just keeps talking about how he's the darkness of the world or whatever. But more interestingly, Pioneer met an interesting friend, an interesting lich, who has no memories of who he is either. And they bonded for a bit, going so far as to finding the phylactery hidden inside the skeleton's afro. Because this skeleton has an afro, and it has magical items stored inside it. So, the phylactery and Pioneer's crystal seemingly merged or did something to connect, transforming Pioneer's crystal even in the real world. Shortly after, he saw visions of a orc man with the 6-foot dick,
Good.
who he is now also fully cognizant of at this moment. Did not get a name though. Yeah, that's what the skeleton looks like.
A lot shorter, though.
A lot shorter than that.
Much shorter than my man.
After we moved on from that, Pioneer got like a small weapons upgrade, seemingly. And then pulled himself back out of the water, and everyone was able to see the crystal changed. So our best our best train of thought was, we have to go in the water, even though everyone said it's been a very bad idea so far. And I, the DM, James, me, have had to set this up and be like, they could very well die in this water. And if I didn't roll as high as I did, one of them might have been severely injured at this point. So I had to work around that. Next, Cynthia went. And Cynthia went...
Psychic damage.
There was actually immediate psychic damage for Cynthia, I think.
I think so.
Yeah. Found herself back at Alexander's temple, seemingly more of a memory of what it used to be, and found the woman that the party was trying to find memories of. Unfortunately, something bad happened, and the woman in that memory was assassinated. And now no one knows why we're here.
Do you guys know why we're here? I don't know.
But
they now know there's someone else that was erased from history that they now have a lead on.
look, I gotta take silver linings where I can. It's been a succession of L sessions for my girl.
We'll get there. Don't worry.
Yeah,
You still have full overdrive points waiting.
Yeah.
After this, Cynthia also pulled herself out of the water. To her, seemingly not much was gained other than the fact her crystal is now darker and she now knows of another person they may want to look into. And then finally, to end off our session, we had our dear boy Melkai go in, who I completely forgot until we ended session. You stripped down to just your boxers.
I was not getting anything wet. I was not gonna lose anything in there.
And yet, he had everything in when he went inside, and like...
But that's fair, though. That's fair. You ever been in wet blue jeans? That's hell.
Yeah.
God, could you imagine fucking Melkai wearing Wranglers?
Levi's.
Actually, I can.
Not only
Actually.
it's like the calf tight Levi's too, but with Tim.
Ooh,
Matt, look.
I mean, it probably
Perfect.
tastes good. I love spinach.
I do love spinach.
I do love spin.
They were in like the
Yeah,
very
everyone-
clearly
uh-huh.
for like small people with autism section. It was like this, sweet potato puffs, and just plain potato, and they were like for hungry kiddos, and I was like, for me.
Melkai, found the reason as to, or not so much the reason, but more so the who resurrected him. A seeming cleric in Rama's Glade, the giant forest ring surrounding the ethereal ocean itself, introducing himself as Cicero.
He was eating an apple and holding the staff.
Yeah, just sitting there, eating an apple, holding a staff that seemingly, oddly enough, was like an oak staff that curled like it should be holding something, but nothing was there. And basically served as hidden lore dump for Melkai. Reading a lot of passages from his, or reading one particular passage from his tome, about a warrior who danced so elegantly with a blade, taking down a target in seemingly one hit. And Cicero pulling out some sort of artifact, some sort of disc, seemingly made from amber, that had an inscription that read, when the three masters reveal themselves, the door will open. Or something similar to that. I didn't write it down.
I did.
What did it say? Thank you. Because always
When
rely on Jack. He'll write it.
When the three masters gather, the fate of the world shall change, as heart and soul become one with the wind.
There you go.
And then I wrote the other one about the sword guy.
Yes.
He who has lost all began to dance as if the very wind was carrying him, holding his sword with grace and striking down a fearsome beast with nearly a thought and a strike. Something like that.
Yes. Can you right now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure. And upon placing that amber disc-shaped artifact upon the tome, seemingly saw memories that belonged to Cicero and not Melchi. Of a young warrior with a just long hair caught up in a ponytail, wearing... Huh?
Albert.
Yes, Albert. We're calling him Albert for the time being.
Albert.
As Cicero was not able to recall the name, only that he was a little bit full of himself.
I was about to say, my notes as Cicero remembers him, and he was a good friend, but a pompous ass.
However. And upon a bit more conversation from that, the environment around him shifted. As seemingly, as where Melchi stood, the very landscape changed, but before everything faded into another vision, the cleric, Cicero, seemingly shifted into something different. As the hood fell upon his face, and something monstrous taking form in his claws, told Melchi, I am the one that brought you back, but I cannot tell you the reason why now.
And then I asked, hey, before you fucking send me off or something, because that's what I'm assuming is gonna happen, do you know about a person who's been erased from history? Do you have any more detail? No. It's like, alright. I tried.
And then Melchi, saw his dear friend Uehashi once again. And they had a bit of a soulful conversation and connection about trying to let go of the past and just living this new life that they've been granted seemingly out of nowhere. Trying to forget any thought of revenge on the Dwarven King who enslaved their people 300 years ago, who is still alive. And Uehashi desperately wants to do not great things to. But it was decided, should they meet up before so, they will both go and speak to the Dwarven King.
Okay.
And with a genuine connection made once more, the visions faded and Melchi stepped out of the water.
Nice.
Was I still in my boxers?
Yes.
Alright, cool.
In the visions, you were not. but when you came back out, yes.
Also, I didn't look at what my crystal changed into, I don't think.
It's relatively the same. But the little black and white streaks that go through it are doubled up.
Okay.
And occasionally, you see what looks like a cut of red.
Okay.
I don't think that has any symbolism.
Nah. It just looks cool.
Yeah.
Red, that's the color of my pee.
Yeah.
Go see a doctor.
I've been there, man. I've been there.
I've also been there. Go see a doctor.
No.
Melchi's
No.
just like, oh, that's cool.
But
So anyway.
I have had red from the other side.
Well, yeah.
Well, who hasn't, Matt?
So we find ourselves back in the well of memories.
Woo!
As 3 of our heroes have went into the water, and 2 of them currently have not, or have really interacted with this thing much at all as of yet. And that's where we find ourselves now.
And real quick before we hop in, I feel like it was said before, but we all see everybody's memories, right?
It's a good thing you ask. When they went into the water, you are not able to see it.
Good to know.
Also, no one saw anything I did.
No.
Sweet.
No one saw anything that Pioneer did previously, or after he dived in. You all saw the visions of someone talking to him, and basically all of you. But as soon as he went into the water, everything kind of went radio silent.
Oh, I was completely fine after I ate 2 ounces of my black magic weed, right? I rolled a rolled really high. I think I
I
rolled
think
a
you
nat
did.
20.
Yeah, you did. Yes, you did.
So I was just riding. I was just cruising.
Shit.
God damn it. For why?
I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, that's silly.
Figured it'd be
Okay, so
fitting.
That's what Verness sees when he gets near the water.
Yeah.
Verness and
old-
Aya,
Old pirate.
both of you see that your other compatriots, their crystals have now, like, kind of evolved into a different formation.
Very nice. Very nice.
Do I have
Everything
to
go all
go-
right in there?
Do I have to go through a hellacious mindscape to also get a rainbow crystal?
Mine was pretty calm. You might want some. I also took 2 ounces of weed. Do you want some?
Mr. Verness, you look over and see Lucian. He's just like, I'm glad y'all are okay, but man, y'all are playing with something there. Jesus Christ.
As it's one of those things where I hear him say like he had 2 ounces before going in. All right, well, best to get a good start. And I pull out my pipe and just start going for a bit. Yeah.
You know, I respect that. I usually don't smoke, but you know, it always makes someone look more like distinguished. I feel.
I don't know. Helps add age to the skin. But yeah, something I've noticed. But anyways.
You don't even look a day over 30.
Yeah.
Since he's like,
Yeah. I just pat him. I pat him on the back as I go, and just all the wrinkles spread out for a second.
Yeah, he sounds like leather just being twisted.
Never mind.
Listen,
it's to 0 milk high.
I completely understand. I'm about as panned as
Jesus
jerky
Christ.
at this point. I'm about as panned as jerky right now, but you know what? I'm living my life.
Well, your personality is definitely that of someone who's still looking forward to stuff, and I can respect that.
Listen, you gotta live every day like it's your last.
That's not what you're supposed to do.
Oh, well,
Well, I think it's
how I live.
I think it's a good mindset to just don't be constantly thinking of tomorrow, but don't live recklessly like it's your last day on Earth.
Oh, like what we've been doing?
Well,
Like jumping into the pool?
look, we're all adventurers. That's just it kind of comes with the territory.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, just if I'm gonna die doing something I love. I'm
Cooking.
gonna die cooking. I'm gonna die sleeping out on the beach. I'm gonna die cuddled up in my bed with my wife. I don't know.
I'm gonna die watching the Titanic for the 57th time. Something
Yeah.
like that.
Crushed beneath the foot of a giant amethyst beast, maybe? Who knows? I don't know if I like that, but we'll see. You
That
never
was-
know. I haven't experienced that.
That was so specific. There's like one amethyst dragon left on this planet.
Oh,
Was
good
it
to
a
know. Good to
dragon?
know.
He's not bad.
No, I think he was referring to the amethyst weapon we ran into.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah,
But-
let's
Yeah.
hope. I don't want you to have to go through that personally.
I'd rather not go through it either, but who knows? It could be a fun experience.
My friend
Um,
Carl, he went through it. He did not have a good time.
I get you. Well, it is what it is. So who wants to go next? I mean, I know it's down between Aya and I.
You guys should play rock, paper, scissors for it.
I mean, I'm down to go.
I like to think Aya is just sitting on her phone.
She's just looking at her crystal.
Yeah, she's in deep contemplative thought, like, well, I guess. You want to rock, paper, scissors for it, Verdes?
Let's do it. You ready?
All right, wait.
Are we doing 2 out of 3?
Yeah, we're doing 2 out of 3, and
All
we're
right.
going on a 1, 2, 3, go.
I'm glad this
Okay,
isn't
1,
kangaroo.
2, 3, go.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
what? So 2 out of 3, 1, 2, 3, go.
Yeah,
All right.
you got it. You got it. All right.
All right.
Ready?
Rock,
1.
paper, 2. Oh fuck. 1, 2, 3, go. Fuck. All right.
So wait, hold on. Wait, I gotta ask before we keep going. If we win, what do? Is it just our choice?
Yeah.
All right.
Winner makes the winner make
Are you already high? What's going on?
winner makes
Yeah,
the choice.
Yeah. Winner gets to push the other guy
Hey.
into the pool.
Hey,
And hold his head down.
Lucian speaks up. I got a better idea. I could flip a gill.
1,
I mean, well, he already
2,
won one, so this is gonna go.
3,
Okay.
go. Fuck. God damn it. I always choose scissors.
All right, you win.
All right. And I just take a whole pull. I'm going in.
You take like a big pull.
Yeah.
Make
and
a con
you
save.
You see the last little bit to get every bit of it. I just right, and I press down.
Make a con save.
All right, let's do it.
Fucking rip and tear.
Listen, I didn't survive 2 wars for nothing.
Rip and puff until it is gone.
But will I survive myself? I doubt it.
God damn it! Both of our fucking druggies fucking rolled a nat 20 on their con save for weed. They rolled a nat 20 on their con save for weed. Mr. Vanessa, you feel fucking you're ready.
I'm diving in.
Honestly, you haven't been swimming in a while, and that water looks pretty fucking fresh.
Yep. You have not seen me any more spry, but it's like a machine gun pop as I just crack my back and I just...
Yeah, all of you hear none of you know what a gun is, but it is alarming the amount of pops.
It does not sound semi-auto. It sounds full
Actually, no,
auto.
you may know what a gun is. You've never heard one that would sound like that.
Yeah, I was raised on the streets of radio.
I know what a gun is.
I
all
imagine,
right.
yeah, I imagine as soon as I hit the water, it starts smelling a little bit like a damp hookah lounge.
Honestly, for you, a little bit.
All right.
Honestly, make a religion or an arcana check.
Let's do religion. And you know what? Hey, I'm gonna put guidance on myself, because why not?
Go for it. I'm not gonna deny you that. Okay, that's
All right,
not too bad.
18.
18. Sorry, let me clear out the cache from last week. 18, not bad. Oddly enough, you get the sense, like, all of this water, it feels dense, but not in a physical sense. Being a cleric, you kind of have more connection with your heart and soul. It kind of feels like it's weighing more on that. Just kind of like putting a bit more weight on your back that you can feel, like, in your chest. As you kind of get the idea, there's soul energy in this water.
Yeah. It's like rush hour back at the shack.
Ugh, somebody got their soul all in this water.
It's like that one really threw me for a loop.
Like rush hour at Devil's Galley.
In this moment, where would Mr. Vanessa's mind be to first?
You know, more than likely, if we're looking for this, new person, more than likely, my mind is on, like, okay, let's really just dive deep into this. May have to delve into some of the inner recesses of my mind to really get into this, but probably first thing first would probably just be going back to the older times of whenever he was like first getting his start in Train of Marina, everything like that. Like he would probably think back on times when he was younger.
Before or during the war?
Probably before the war.
Okay. Let me roll.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna have to text you something, Adam.
You got it. I'm dead.
Well, not text you. I'm gonna message you on Discord.
Heavier. Love that. All right.
With that roll, I'm gonna leave a bit of the narrative flow to you for this. What does the scene look like for Mr. Vanessa at this point in his life?
Well, more than likely, I mean, early life for him was, kind of his general studies, getting that taken care of, going out to the beach. Essentially just living life, beach bumming it, going out and essentially making his mark, cooking, learning more and more. Obviously, he's not as good as he is now with the spatula and everything like that. But at the same time, I mean, he's still working on it. He's not half bad. But he'd probably be in that sort of mode of like, okay, this is what I want to do. This first experience of working at this cook shop that will one day become mine, that's where he would probably go to.
Gotcha. With that, make me, honestly, with both of these insane rolls, make me a cooking check at advantage.
Sure thing.
And yes, you still have guidance on, so.
Alright. Let him cook.
Let him cook.
Oh, that was almost another one.
God damn. Alright.
23.
Gotcha. Okay, so you've actually, placed yourself, you're able to place yourself in this moment of memory. A lot of your companions so far has been a mix of memories they don't have, or memories of someone else they're connected to. You are directly putting yourself in your past. At this point, knowing that the original goal of what you were supposed to come here to do has been forgotten, are you actively trying to find this new person that Cynthia and the party mentioned?
Yeah.
Find anything about that?
I think I'm gonna try to find anything I can about it. I think while I'm doing my work, while I cook and come out and serve some people, I'm gonna just try to keep an eye out. If I get a lunch break or something like that, I'm going out on the town. Maybe even if I have time to go to Sidroka, I'll go there. I'll go pretty much anywhere I can get a clue.
Gotcha. Okay, on that 23, make a perception check real quick.
You got it. $26.
Holy shit. You are rolling like crazy tonight.
It is pretty insane how good this is going. Oh no. Knocking on wood real quick.
Doing your usual rounds, You happen to notice, soldiers and such aren't, like, too uncommon. Like, in the harbor especially, that's where a lot of, like, naval officers will go and such. So you do see, like, a lot of that from time to time. You do see one that sticks out, though. And I do have to pull up... I have to actually get a picture for this one. There we go. But you notice it's a figure. Looks to be a human man. Probably somewhere in his mid to starting to be late 20s. He has, like, most of his armor is, like, blue. But there are, like, gold, like, adornments and, like, sashes, like, across it. This looks to be a little more, like, fancy than you're used to seeing on a soldier, really, but you actually get, like, a look at his, like, equipment to the side. Those are, like, real deal, like, those are adventure, like, status items. Like, someone went out for these.
No joke.
And something you didn't really get a detail from Cynthia before, because this is actually matching pretty close to what she mentioned. He actually has his helmet off. And you see, like, completely, like, blood red hair. And sorry, one sec, I need to get this picture.
But he looks like a naval officer.
No, he actually looks like a knight.
Knight.
And honestly,
with lots of blues and golds.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's got, like, completely blue knight armor with, like, gold adornments. And I'm about to get the picture for better reference of what he looks like.
Alright. And what I do, I pull out my notepad that I have had on me for years and years, just kind of looking back on it, looking down at it, just seeing how new it looks still.
Mm-hmm.
With me coming back to the memory, I just kind of smile to myself before writing down the description.
Blue armor is what I was expecting.
Dang.
Yep. What were you saying, Matt?
The blue armor is what I was expecting. The red hair's new.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
kind
of.
But yeah, you see that figure stick out, and the armor matches as best as Cynthia could describe without, like, being able to hold up a reference of any kind.
Good to know. And I just jot that down in my notebook where I keep all the orders and everything like that. I just flip a page and write everything down that I can. And if I have time, just to draw a sketch.
Yeah, if you're gonna go for a sketch... Yeah, you've been rolling really good so far. I'd say roll a performance check or a sleight of hand check, which I think is worse.
Oh, it'd be way worse.
Yeah. It would have to... I can't really think of any other skill that would really help you in this moment.
Well, let's go with performance. Why not?
Okay. Roll it with advantage.
Okay. Nat 20!
There you go.
Man is cracked.
You're already a full overdrive. I can't do much else for you.
No, hey, just...
Can we get overdrive overflow?
I'll just cook.
You know what? On that nat 20, I'm gonna make another roll in private real quick.
Uh-oh.
Fuck.
You gotta be kidding me. Hold up. Is it... Oh,
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. But man, was it fucking close.
Bro. This is an insane night thus far.
Yeah, I'm getting some real lore dumpage tonight. Some stuff that...
You're picking up where I left off.
Yeah. Okay. You sketch like this individual so perfectly. Like even for you, you're like, maybe I should consider a side hustle.
I mean, I knew I was good with my hands, but dang.
Yeah. This is like the best you can describe it to is like a police sketch artist, but like you're actually just taking a profile of someone. And like you get it. You don't really have any...
A police sketch, but like a Renaissance portrait.
You don't really have like a way to do like color. It's mostly just a sketch. But on that nat 20, you have the idea of like, what can I do to demonstrate red?
Paprika.
You go paprika, and it's like, no, that's not working. Maybe no. Ketchup. And you go and you just like stab like into a thing of ketchup and then just like flick it off and draw it in, and it's like the same blood red color.
And to kind of get that flowy feel, I'm like, all right, and I just smudge it with the thumb, just get it to where it actually does the wavy bits.
Mm-hmm.
Man just hits him with the...
Oh no, hold up.
Kinda. Holy shit. God damn,
you
missed so much, Jack.
I got a phone call from some parents, but
it's all good.
Take a look at some of the rolls I've been rolling.
I looked and you got 2 nat 20s, and then you have a 20 fucking 6. That was for like an 18.
Yeah, he's been rolling like fucking crazy.
And apparently James's hidden rolls have also been crazy.
Yes.
Yes,
they have.
Yeah. You get that sketch down literally perfectly.
All right. Perfect. And I get that, and I'm gonna observe what this man does for a bit, and if he,
honestly, on your previous rolls, no perception required. You see, he only has like a glass of water at the table.
I see. Has he,
What a loser.
What table? Where is this? Over at the shack I'm working at, or?
If this is the one you end up inheriting later, he would be out on the balcony looking toward the ocean.
Okay. In that case, I'm just gonna, at this point, since I'm probably doing multiple jobs at this point, just learning the trade and everything, I just kind of come over. Hello, sir. How we doing today? Hello?
Hold on.
Oh.
Oh wait, are you serving someone right now?
He's serving the mystery guy who got erased from history.
Yep.
Hello. How can I help
Have you ever worked a service job before?
I have not. Funny enough, the closest thing I've gotten to a service job is working at Dollywood as an ambassador, but that is the closest I got to it. But yeah.
I was about to say, I feel like I in my head has the same sort of experience I did where I was a pizza slinger. So I'd be like, hold on to your butts, guys. What do you want?
I don't know why. I just imagine a very similar thing to Spider-Man. Just heads up.
Yeah, look, that was a large part. Matt remembers when I used to work there.
Yeah.
I'd be like, all right, guys, I got a hot plate. I got oven baked spaghetti. And the old people would just be like looking at me like, and I'd be like, spaghetti.
Dinner.
Like, yeah, and then the one thing that was my pet peeve was if it was a party of over 4, and I would be most of the time you always give the kids their food first because it's just easier to do that to distract the kids, and then the parents get the chance to eat. But I would have a party, and I couldn't get anybody to help me bring food out, whatever. So I'm having to make multiple trips, and I'd be like, all right, who had spinach artichoke pizza? And a woman would be like, that's not correct. I ordered spaghetti. And then somebody at the very end of the table would be like, oh, my pizza. So I'd give them their pizza. And then I'd be like, all right, I got a Philly cheesesteak calzone. And she's like, I think you meant to bring me spaghetti. And then another person would be like, oh, that's my calzone. And she'd be like, you haven't brought me my spaghetti yet. And I'm holding 4 plates. And one of them is her spaghetti. And I'm like, shut the fuck up.
People who know how to stay quiet usually survive longer. Did you know that's a fun fact?
And I would always be like, and then I would always make a big fucking deal about setting their spaghetti in front of them. I'd be like, there we go. Spaghetti time.
There's your spaghetti. Do you need anything else?
Do you want some chocolate milk? Marshall?
So yeah.
All right.
You walk up to the man and
Yes. Hello.
Hello, my name is, well, you can call me Mr. Vanessa. If you'd like anything on our menu today for appetizers, we got the lobster bisque, we've got this, and I just kind of go through. Our fish of the day is swordfish. That said, what can I get you to drink? Anything else for water?
Water's fine. Water's fine. Or, actually, do you happen to have green tea?
No.
I can make some.
Okay. If it wouldn't be too much trouble, I would appreciate that.
Good deal. Let me go ahead and get your order started up. What's a good name for it?
and you see he fully takes a second. Make an insight check.
Okay. If he's
We've all
starting
been
to
there.
have a crisis, if I can tell he's starting to have a crisis, I'm gonna try to say, don't worry about it, I'll be right back. Like, but we'll see. We'll see what he's
We've
up
all
to.
been there, though, when they're like, can you give us a name for the order? And you're just
24.
like,
24
Ray.
insight.
I gotcha. Hold on 1 second.
Bro.
What the fuck am I D20? Yeah, there it is.
You know, I've never felt so powerful in roleplay. This is weird.
Well, I hate to tell you, he rolled a nat 20 in deception.
Oh, nice. Hey, good stuff.
Silvery barbs him.
I don't know if I have silvery barbs. Hold up.
I don't think you do.
That'd be nice.
If you do, you could totally use it.
Just out of nowhere, command. No.
You can't really read anything, but he perks up and says,
Sorry, blinked out there for a second. You can go with Cetro.
Cetro. You got it. That's a fine name. And I just,
Heterosexual.
how do you spell Cetro?
I just posted it.
Oh, I see. Oh, no!
I just posted, Jesus Christ, everything's going down.
Marshall.
On that, could you roll a history check real quick?
Yeah, you got it.
There's nothing in my hand.
That's not the same name, Matt.
Yeah, it is.
It's not.
Please.
Whoa.
Ooh! Ooh. 11.
Name's not coming to you.
Stop it.
Not sure, but I'll keep it there just in case. Alright, and I'm gonna go back and make his green tea.
Alrighty. You go back into the kitchen. And as you're making the tea, your boss comes up to you and says,
Vanessa, you're good to take your break here in a minute, bud. You've been busting your ass all morning.
Don't worry, I'm just trying to get as much experience as I can, but thanks, boss.
Kid, you're fucking cleaning out this kitchen every day. You kidding me?
I don't know, I think it's the people over here cleaning it out. I'm just the one preparing it.
You're
You hear
truly the
Piper-
best of us, kid. Now go on. Get that
You hear
man a seat and
Piper
go
in
on
the
break.
back of
Hey,
you hear Piper in
listen.
the back of your head, like, motherfucker, legally under the United States union laws, you have to take a break after 5.3 hours.
And then Mr. Verness breaking through the fourth wall, he looks at you. Have him come.
This is all a
See
game.
if they can get me.
You just-
See if they can get me.
Have Uncle Sam.
Uncle Sam
Uncle
will
Sam
never
versus
find me.
Mr.
I don't care.
Uncle
if-
Sam versus Mr. Verness. We'll
I
see how
don't
that
care.
goes.
I don't care if Uncle Sam is an archfey. He'll never catch me.
Hey, Matt, can you write that
He's an
down?
archdevil.
Matt,
Honestly,
write that down.
I think after the conflict, Uncle Sam and I would get along, but for right now, we're rivals. But no, in this instance, yeah, I'll take a break here soon. But no, thanks, boss. Really appreciate you giving me the chance.
Hey, you're fucking killing it, kid. You're gonna go places.
All right, and just kind of that nostalgia and euphoria just like hits, and it's even better. Just going forward, getting the tea ready, take it off the fire, and just, and I'm gonna take it out to him.
Okie dokie. Yeah, you take the tea out to him. He's still sitting there observing the ocean.
Here you are, sir.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Verness.
No problem, not a problem at all.
How's your day going? Seems you're quite busy running this whole place.
Well, a little bit busy, but I've got a break coming up here shortly. But yeah, day's going good. Week, great. I love it here personally. You new here?
Yeah, I've just rolled into this town a little bit recently. I've been kind of wandering the beaten path for a while.
Yeah. Well, I get you. How's it been on the roads?
You know, it could be a lot better if I wasn't traveling by myself.
Oh, by yourself.
Yeah,
I was wondering about that.
yeah, I'm trying. I've been looking for something, but I can't really remember what.
Do you have any idea of what it possibly could be? Like, I mean, maybe I could help you. I don't know.
I mean, the best I can describe it as is just... I want to say I'm looking for someone, but it's more so I'm looking for, like, I guess a memory of someone. If that makes sense.
You know, surprisingly, I think it does.
It's not a common occurrence to just feel like you forget something or someone who is really important and just seemingly up and vanish someday.
Mood.
Yeah. I can't say that I fully relate, but at the same time, we can try to figure it out together. Why not? Here. Here's your cup.
No free
he
refills,
says-
fucker.
He gives you a
Yeah,
nod.
and
He
he's
gives
like,
you gives you a nod of thanks, and he takes a sip. And I'm gonna roll.
I mean, the tea can't hurt. Who knows? Well, hi.
God fucking damn with these rolls, dude.
Hey, Trooper, tell them what you were just doing.
This is really earthy. This is really good. What'd you put in this?
This is what I like to call gunpowder tea. There's not actual gunpowder in it.
Okay, I just have to make sure.
What are you talking about? As I pull out a cigar mixed with the paprika. I'm like, oh no. As far as that goes, this is something I learned a little bit ago under an apprenticeship. I was back in schoolyard and still learning about this, but yeah, it's something that I've tried to make a staple. Just the type of green tea.
It's oddly enough, I've never really tasted anything like it before, but it's weirdly nostalgic, I guess.
Me too, bud. Me too.
This tea's got that dog in it.
Just over at the next table, a dog folk person is just like looking at the plate and just. Oh, hold up, as I get a barf bag real quick and I just get ready.
They're laughing at you, Trooper. What do you think? Trooper.
Don't worry, it happens. Alright, we'll get you a to-go bag. Alright, bud. No, I get you. I'll get you a to-go bag. Don't worry, we won't mix them up back there. As I just... Hold on, here's another.
Yeah, I just
Hold
got
on, I'll be right back.
Kid, you're on break. Let me get this one. Good, Jesus.
Alright, and once I get him the to-go bag, I just plot back over. Alright. Where were we?
Talking about the tea, oddly nostalgic. Even though
Yeah.
I've never really tasted it before.
Well, I mean, if it unlocks something nostalgic for you, maybe it's something that connects you to that person that you forgot.
I'm gonna fucking lose it.
Is it another roll?
I've rolled a 20, a 19, and a 20.
That's where all my good rolls went the past few sessions. Jeez.
Oh, Christ! Yeah, I used to... I feel like I used to adventure with someone who was pretty adept at cooking.
Her name was Cooking Mama.
Oddly enough, I kind of get that same vibe from you.
What about me similar?
Make a perception check real quick, Mr. Reness.
Uh-oh. Is he about to do that? I'm getting that vibe from you.
Nah, he's about to do the quick maneuver of slipping poison into your drink.
Christ!
Fucking dead.
What the fuck?
27.
Mr. Vaness, you look around. Time has completely halted. All the people. Do you say Enos?
Enos?
You before this man's voice was like, it sounded muffled, but a lot of other people's were in this like realm of basically constructed memories. This dude's voice cuts through all of that.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I know that from. You're one of Enos's chosen.
So you did this?
The freezing, no. That was not my part.
Alright.
You...
Oh.
I see now. One of your other compatriots was in this space with me not too long ago.
Okay.
You should know it's very dangerous to meddle in the realm such as this one.
So I've heard. But at the same time, that's a part of the business.
Very true. I think myself and all of your compatriots can certainly recognize the real dangers of adventure and, well, in this current state, the impending danger of war itself.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, this realm that you are in at this second, it's closest related to the realm of dreams. Have you had experience with that domain?
Bit.
Unfortunately, the difference is this is the most direct link to that realm and the waking world. So things that happen in this realm can very much affect the real world.
Good to know.
I'm not trying to impose anything. I do wish to know what you all are seeking here, though. It's very dangerous to jump in here, especially alone. The very nature of it eats away at any mortal being's psyche, their very mind. And if left exposed long enough, it could very well affect their heart and soul as well.
Well, I've been told I'm a bit of a different beast sometimes.
I can certainly see it.
I've been told I'm something of a beast.
I've been told, I'm the fucking shit.
Listen, I come off with a bunch of hubris, but at the same time, I knew the risks. I knew what it was gonna take coming in here, but at the same time, I mean, the gain outweighs the risk in this instance. I mean, we're on the search for somebody very important. Very important for the war to come.
I see. And do you have any idea or major lead as to who this person might be?
Funny enough, you are the closest thing we got to it.
I see.
Otherwise, we kind of got nothing.
Well, unfortunately for me... yeah, he just doesn't know. He just fully disappears on you.
You're the closest one to help us. Not anymore.
I see. Well, I guess you'll never know.
Well, unfortunately, I can see where your ideas for that would stem from. Unfortunately, if I were to leave this very space, I would not be the only one coming back out.
I'm guessing some not good things would come back out.
Less so good things, more so one very bad person.
Who might that be?
I can't say his name here. I can tell you he's a he, though.
Good to know.
That eliminates at least
half
of the one. Yeah, that leads a little bit of the population.
And not only can I not say his name here, if I were to say his name right...
You said he was powerful.
If I shouldn't say his name here. And physically, I've made myself to where I can't. And the reason for that, if I did, he would know where to find me.
And that person finding you is not good.
In a technicality, we can't do much to each other in this realm. But he always seems to know more than he's letting on. And if I were to reveal any card I hold close at my chest to him, it would throw a lot of things into an even bigger pit of danger.
I think this conversation calls for more tea, as I pour another glass.
I would very much like that. Yeah, as he sips on it a bit.
So, Cetro, you got a last name?
Well, I will tell you now, Cetro is unfortunately not my real name.
But I've got it down in your order. I've got it down.
Well, that is the name you can use.
All right.
But my real name was stripped away from me.
Was it by this other person?
Right on the hit the nail on the head. In your realm, in the waking world, he's a fearsome being, but his physical body has been left to the sands of time, much like mine has. When he discovered how close this realm was to the realm of his own, he learned how to manipulate it, and this is a realm constructed entirely out of memory. So he is able to sever, manipulate, destroy, change any memory he very well desires.
You know,
So long as a connection is present.
I have no doubt that this guy is probably connected to everything that's about to go down the war, no doubt.
It would not be...
I wouldn't be surprised if we've already met him, too.
It's very well possible. He doesn't like to reveal his face very much. Tends to stay to himself. For if anyone truly knew his real identity, it would be easier to track him down in this space as well.
They would know he's a fucking fraud.
Very dependent on names.
Names
Faye?
get... Not necessarily. I believe his domain is that of the realm of darkness.
So that's it. Love that.
Yes, he's...
Shadowfell.
Not necessarily. The easiest thing that I can describe him, he is the embodiment of darkness itself. Basically a dark elemental.
Good to know.
Made flesh. It's not very common that the elements of light and darkness make themselves into an elemental being. Those that are made are usually quite powerful.
And he just happened to become very powerful because of it.
Unfortunately so, yes.
Well, I mean, if he could get there, he could always be knocked out of it, I'm sure.
It's possible.
Might take a hell of a kick, but...
Hopefully, you mean more so in the process of elimination and not trying to convince him.
Ha! Yeah, no. No, I don't think someone of that caliber is gonna take much convincing except through, you know, getting beaten to a pulp.
You'd be very wise to assume so.
Yeah, I kind of make that assumption with most people anyways. It is something I'm working on, but... Like, there was this one pirate that was about to talk about, like, negotiations and everything like that, and I just kind of hit him over the head with a pan.
Well...
To be fair, his negotiation skills was everybody surrender and give your stuff.
You'd be very surprised how many pirates try to pull that gambit and it just doesn't work.
Listen. This pan, and I pull it out. Oh, it looks like it was the day I bought it. Realizing it was probably a couple weeks ago.
Seems to be fully blessed by earth magic.
And the blood of 3 generations of pirates. And I put it
That'll
back.
do it. That will truly do it. One of them is a spiritual thing, and one of them is a status of where you've been and what you've seen, so...
Yep.
Something
It's
like
almost
that.
like collecting sand from every beach, except very close to DNA. It's more like Ancestry.com.
I don't
We're
know what
not
that is. As I'd say, I don't know what that is.
But I mean, this person that you're talking about, is he also the one that probably took away the memory of the person you're looking for?
Very much so, yes. At least, I believe so. Unfortunately, it seems that was stripped away too.
Yeah.
I can only assume so, as he is my mortal enemy.
Well, that would definitely do it. I'm guessing this person may have been pretty important to you, if he decided to strip away that memory. But it does go... Oh, yeah.
It's odd. I don't think it was just one person, but it only feels like one in most instances. And I can't really place why, but if there's anything that life has taught me, is that connections to the people we know are important, good or bad. Whether they be our mortal enemy or our closest friend.
Yeah.
It's what gives us drive, purpose, meaning. So I can still feel that emotion, that sense of connection, but it's every minute or hour or any measurement of time at all that passes by, and I still don't remember them. I can only feel it weakening. And that is what I imagine. He sees the one fatal flaw, the power of connection, and tries to sever it.
But isn't it great knowing that he can't?
Well, that's true. He can strip away the memory, and that is painful, but that sense of connection is present. So I suppose there is truth in that.
I think it's more so the fact that the love between you and your friend or friends is beating back this darkness that's between you and the memory. Not only that, I feel like... Yeah, go for it.
Oddly enough, I feel as if I've heard those very same words before.
I don't think so.
Cynthia, don't come in and gaslight him. Come on, we got...
Sorry, it's in my nature.
Just right before you go out, gaslight, gatekeep.
Well,
Well, continue. What were you saying, Adam?
You may get the memory back, you may not. But at the same time, one thing is undeniable. This conversation and the tea has brought even a little bit of it back. So if even something as small as what this can do can beat that level of magic, imagine what could happen whenever we finally confront this dude.
I like where your head's at. I think it's very well possible it will take every last one of us to stand up against it.
nah, I'd win.
Whether we be there in physicality or in spirit.
Yeah.
Might I ask, you said you came in here to find me. More or less.
More or less.
I cannot truly provide you any more info than what I know now. But I can sense with you and with your other friend that was previously here, you bear an object that I myself once wielded many years ago.
You may not have had the exact one.
True. But it's very similar.
What color was yours?
Mine?
Yeah.
Mine? It was clear, but very close to a sky blue.
Did any of us have that?
The closest you can maybe think of is Pioneer's, but his was electric blue.
Yeah.
It was very much like blue.
Now I'm personally just thinking that it's more so the stone has taken on the personality of the person.
Could be.
I mean,
That's my assumption. Too.
Joke's
Just
on
as-
you. My character's whole shtick is black, white,
Would-
blue, red.
Mine's
Would
Lisa
you-
Frank.
Would you be opposed if I were to see it real quick?
sure. And I'm gonna.
The thing disappears.
I am gonna try
Dumbass.
to. I am gonna try to insight just to be absolutely sure, but
Yeah,
I
run
feel
in-
like I am vibing him quite well.
roll an
To
insight.
be.
And I'd say roll
Alright.
with advantage.
Oh, I meant to also put
That's
guidance.
all good.
Hold
Roll.
up.
Oh, yeah, I mean, you're already
You're
killed.
fucking cooked.
28.
You're cooked.
28.
Man's cooking.
You're really good at reading people. Like, you've seen a lot of dumb fucking people in this life.
Yep.
So you're able to read, like, intentions off a person. This is the first time that just, like in an extra sensory sense, you should absolutely let him see this crystal.
Hold on.
Thank you. As he takes it into his hand,
I gotta.
and on
The fucking Emmy in me just wanted to be like, how?
oh sweet apple cider vinegar.
Apples are-
Wow. All right. You see as he holds it, almost immediately your crystal changes color to nothing that you've really seen before, and it perfectly describes what he described earlier. Crystal clear, like just a tinge of sky blue.
Looks like you still got it.
I think you and your compatriots are very well this world's hope.
Oh, bitch.
Does this guy remind me of the description that we got of Alexander?
No,
You better fucking not.
it does not. Alexander's description was pure, like, white platinum armor.
I figured, but I just wanted to be absolutely sure. It's like, yeah, okay.
Guys, I'm vibing with this guy. I think his name was Alexander. I don't know. He seems pretty cool. Cynthia over there seething in rage.
He hands your crystal back to you, and it goes back to its original color.
Nice.
And honestly, you think about it, other people have held your crystal before. None of
It's not
them,
done that.
no
Except
one.
for Enos.
Enos did, but it sprouted more. Like, it basically evolved the look of your crystal. This one completely shifted it.
Could I ask? And he looks like a human, right?
Mhm.
Are you human?
I believe so, but I've had others tell me I have something of a celestial aura to me.
Yeah.
It's very well possible I may have some Asamar or Solar blood in me somewhere.
That could be the case.
Might ask why you're curious.
Just... This is the first.
I held no information back from you. I could truly not say.
I trust you. Listen. I understand you've been giving me as much as you can. I truly appreciate everything you have been able to tell me. I feel for you and your plight.
No.
We'll eventually get that sorted. Well, hello. Hello, Marshall.
I do appreciate it.
He got fussed at, so he's upset that I used. Well, he had Trooper's like ear in his mouth and was like, "Ang, ang, 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 ang." And then she like bit him, and he was like,
Oh.
"You're okay."
You see Cetro speak up and say, "It can be. It's a sobering reminder how truly alone I can be here. Most of the memories here are just that, memories. Anyone who submerges themselves in the water of the well of memories, they present themselves mostly physically. Like if someone were to damage you right now, you would feel it in the real world. Most of the time it's just myself here, and everything else is but an illusion.
Well, I'm
So,
here.
basically, it's nice to have company for a change.
Not gonna be this way forever.
You're gonna be alone here soon.
I didn't mean it like that. Hold on.
You're gonna go back to the void. Don't worry.
You're not
back
gonna be.
to hell.
Well, in
You're
truth,
not gonna be alone forever.
I appreciate it. In truth, the loneliness will not kill me, but I've been dealing with it for more than enough years, but would be nice to break out of here eventually one day.
It's true. The loneliness is killing me, and I must confess, I do believe.
Aya in her head is like, I still believe. Malachi, still believe. Oh no, when you in my mind.
You see, Cetro speaks up. Make an Arcana check real quick.
Yeah.
Thank you for that big burp. Please go sit down.
That was almost another nat 20, but you know what?
Oh, you were so
Seven.
close.
7.
God.
You can't really feel anything on a 7, I would say. But you see... You see Cetro look around. Our meeting is about to be cut short, unfortunately. I would like to offer one last piece of advice. Your crystals, I noticed the little stars in the center. They seem to match the color of the overseers. There's a energy unique to them. Or there's an energy unique from it, but close to it. In the northern mountains, I believe they call it the Forgotten Spire. I think it may be in your best interest to potentially look into that.
Got Inspire.
It's actually
You got it.
not too far from Enos's cavern.
Just a short
Hey.
jaunt over.
Hey, I know it's funny and everything, but it was what'd you call it again?
What did I call it? The Forgotten
Spot.
The
What'd
what?
you call it again? I
The
don't,
what?
It's not sticking for some reason.
Sorry, the what? The what spire?
Wait, it's just
Shit,
not clicking.
I forgot, man.
Turbo for hire?
God.
If you ever make your way to the northern mountains, I would considering going by the spire.
Cetro. It's been a pleasure.
You as well, Mr. Vanessa. As he he goes out for a handshake. Make me one last religion check.
In the hand is a pouch of the gunpowder tea.
Okay.
And on the bag, just in case he tries to take away the memory, I put in Mr. V.
Gotcha. Make a religion check at advantage.
All right. Not 20!
He's insane. He's insane.
I'm
He's
gonna
just losing his goddamn mind.
I'm gonna call him. I think he's a fibber. What the fuck's happening? He
You
rigged
The dice don't lie.
it.
you shake his hand.
I'll shake your hand.
You somehow are able to feel there's a very divine aura radiating off of this being.
Wait a minute.
As you say, wait a minute, he lets go and the scene fades.
Was that a reference to the wait a minute? Who are you?
No, it's more a reference of the less dark version of, that's it. I think I know who Pain is.
Damn.
Oof.
But yeah, I let go and... I'm not saying anything just yet, especially in this world.
At this point, would you try to, like, pursue another memory, or do you think you've gotten what you came here for?
I want to try to push it to the limit. I took that toke for a reason, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to pursue the memory of what he was talking about.
What memory, which one in particular?
Talking about the people that I reminded him of. Specifically, I want to see if I can find that memory where where that tea, like, it triggered. It's almost like that pulse, that kind of thing that spiked in his mind. I want to pick it out like a radar and just boom.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
No guidance on a saving throw. Here we go.
Okay.
18.
18. That just passes the DC.
Cool. What? Uh-oh. We alright? Am I okay? Oh no!
I won't say anything.
Yep.
But that is one of the 2 extra Trump numbers on a D100 for me.
Okay.
You try
These rolls are insane. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's amazing how much you missed, and now you're actually just bringing to the table this session.
You're picking up where we left off.
For sure. Okay.
Well, it's just like, guys, we need to take a break. Don't worry, I'm saved up. Rolls up sleeves.
I've been waiting for this moment.
Listen,
You
guys just take a break for a second.
You go to dive, basically trying to chase the memory that even he can't remember himself. And the thought occurs to you in this moment, if it's something he's desperately trying to remember, he knows it existed. So that memory's not gone. It may be severed off, but that never changes the fact that it happened.
Yep. And if I have to go to the source of where it was cut off, I'll go there.
You have that in your mind, and you just think, just the thought of like a long lost friend you haven't really thought of in a long, long time. And then you think Cetro, which is the name he gave you. Then, oddly enough, just a random inkling in your head. He didn't give you his real name, but the best you could really describe him as was a warrior of light. And you think about that, the long lost friends of this warrior of light. You are dropped into a completely empty, barren, beautiful green field. Like peak spring, sun is out, it's not too hot. It looks like a picaresque landscape. Honestly, kinda looks like the Windows XP background if I had to guess. No buildings in sight, no people around at all. Just a perfect culmination of every element that plays a huge role in this world is present. And make an Arcana check real quick.
All right. Yeah, 6.
Hey, I'm just saying. Does he give it? Well, you have inspiration, remember.
Oh, I do.
You do have an inspiration. I am sorry.
I'm gonna do that.
Go ahead and use it.
Hey, 19.
19. You
That's good.
look down at your crystal. It's completely different. It doesn't look like what Cetro showed you. It doesn't look like yours. It doesn't look like any of your friends. It looks like a Dr. Pepper can. It
Oh my god, that makes so much sense.
It looks like the most pure diamond spire that has the most prismatic, like, color show shining through it. And any and all colors you would be able to see, you can see just kind of radiating out from this crystal. And you get a sense where you're standing right now has some sort of profound connection to your crystal. This honestly looks like the pure raw, like, essence of your actual crystal.
And I think to myself, would I know anything? Would I even think, like, obviously I've been slung through time and space and everything like that, but would this remind me of anything today? Like, possibly, like, would Mr. Verness know about the Bahamut Isles?
I don't think Mr. Verness has ever been there. But I would say, for honestly kind of clocking that, I'm not gonna make you roll a history for that. There is, like, a powerful, like another source of energy similar to the pearls and the ultimate crystal on the Bahamut Isles. Referred to as the Ragnarok tree. And
Right.
in history, it is essentially where every ley line sprouts from. It is the very wellspring of arcane energy of just the planet.
Hmm.
So you think maybe it's not directly connected, but you think out of everything else, it probably has more relation to it than anything else.
Okay.
And I would say at this point, roll a perception check at advantage.
Uh. 17.
Still good.
Whew.
You look around. You're trying to look for the people that unfortunately you don't have really any description of. You do see, just out of the corner of your eye, a man in blue armor running down the fields. And no history. That's definitely the man who refers to himself as Cetro.
Cetro. Yeah.
And you see him running toward 5, figures. But the figures themselves, you can't make any, heads or tails of their form at all. What you can see, though, they seem to be, just a weird, spirit made out of elemental energy. One of them is very fiery red. One of them is a very windy green. One of them is a very earthy yellow. And one of them is a very watery blue. And the last one is a very purple, darkish energy.
The overseers. Maybe.
You say the overseers, but it's weird that only 6 are present in that moment.
So where's Alexander? Is that... No.
I will say on that, you don't see one made of light.
No.
That would be the only one missing out of that equation.
No.
I think I'm gonna start making my way over to him.
Okay. On that, make a stealth check.
Sure. Oh no. This is gonna be bad.
But unfortunately, you cannot have advantage on this.
I know. Yeah.
Ooh.
Nope. 4.
You go up to walk to them, and the closer you get, the more those auras come into focus, and you're able to see they do look like beings. Some of them may look human, others may look elvish. They're still a little too far away to tell, but you know they're actual beings and not just energy itself.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, before you can get much closer, you feel something cut and sever something. And you blink, and immediately all of the figures around you are gone.
Including Cetro?
Including Cetro. As you just hear...
You're sticking your nose where it doesn't belong, young cleric. You should have taken the advice of your friend. It's not very wise to try to find someone who finds their domicile here. Or I will cut it from existence.
Figured I might run into you.
It's always so nice to see company from the realm of light enter this domain. where you and your god's-forsaken relatives sealed me here.
I wonder why they sealed you here.
Oh, I could tell you why. Do you wish to know?
Is it gonna make my brain explode, or...
Oh no, far from it. Unfortunately, due to that little planet-bearing gift on your hip, I can't frankly touch you in this world.
He's talking about your ass.
Yeah, that
Listen,
little gift you got.
I know what Mama
Planet
gave me
bearing.
was... I know what Mama gave me slaps, but man, you can just take it easy.
Alright,
Unfortunately, you and your compatriots' little crystals bestowed to you by the planet prevent me from hurting you in any capacity in this realm.
Good to know.
But I can tell you what it doesn't prevent me from doing.
Cutting things off.
Cutting away the memories that you have.
Went too far.
You know, I understand why it's probably enjoyable for you to cut off memories for other people. It's probably because in certain respects you probably wish you could do it to yourself. Because of how hurt you've been in the past.
The Shadow God.
Oh, spare me the... Oh, you poor soul.
I haven't finished. You probably are just wanting to forget the embarrassment of being sealed in here. It's almost like you want to forget your own weakness.
Weakness. An apt choice of words. You could say it's weakness. The fault of why I'm here is entirely my own, yes. But to me, as I see it, it's a blessing. That wicked Queen of Light in your world wreak havoc left and right. All because something so important was stripped away from her. And no one can seem to tell what. And unless that's recovered, she'll continue to wreak havoc, tear away at whatever life is left in that wretched kingdom and the world around her.
But you wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
Oh, would I not?
No.
I'm just spitballing.
No, I think I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Then allow me a warning for you. I will give you this very same advice your dear friend in shining blue armor gave you. Know your limits of this realm. Otherwise, everything you hold dear, none of it will matter.
Listen. I get that you're wanting to spread your joy and happiness all across this land for people who may not know exactly what's going on here. I respect you for telling me as much as you have. But that's probably about as far as it goes.
Very well. And what are you still doing here?
Taking it in.
Oh, the sights. Is that what you mean? This was the world. This was the very world it was as 5,000 years ago. Very few get to see such a sight as this.
Yeah.
Would you like to see where I came from?
I'm guessing that wouldn't be a good idea for me, would it?
Well, you are a tiefling. If any of your compatriots would have the fortitude to stand against it, it would be you.
Or maybe that cool robot.
Hey, can you get a good word in for me with him?
Is there like, can you like get his autograph?
I guess before we do this, I just only stopping in for a bit.
So you wish to see?
I'm in the neighborhood.
Very well. Then steel yourself.
Make a charisma, a wisdom, and a constitution saving throw for me.
Okay.
Does your
I swear to God, man, if you lose all the shit we just gained,
I know. I
you
know.
gotta get out of there, homie.
that was dexterity. That was dexterity. Oh, fuck.
9 on charisma.
Wisdom has to be high.
$16 wisdom. And intelligence?
Constitution.
Oh, my bad.
You're conned out of your fucking. It's because of all the weed.
Now, charisma.
It's a Zaza.
Would I start to feel the effect of the charisma thing hitting me?
Well, let's go in the sequence of events.
Yep.
It
First
all
of all,
started.
your body would feel it first more than anything. But luckily for you, you don't feel much of a sensation more different than what happened previously, where just the scene around you shifted. Your body isn't compulsed to vomit everything it has out of you, as the spell, whatever this thing is casting, is so far beyond what happened when you had to part ways with Cetro. This was forced.
Mm-hmm.
The other ones were more or less on some form of time limit. Under what constraints, you don't know. This, he is shaking the very essence of the flow of souls going through the planet. And luckily for you, you had a pretty big meal today. You're feeling pretty fucking good.
It's the weed, man.
Zaza.
The wisdom effect, you start to feel as the souls are being shifted around and pushed around throughout the planet. You feel like, oddly enough, it feels like those souls are trying to drag onto you. A little bit like a Dementor.
Mm-hmm.
Or like a Nazgul, kinda.
Yeah.
As you can feel, they're trying to drag memories out of you.
I take the pan just as we go.
You just hit the DC to not fail that and forget everything about what Cetro told you.
Good.
Oh my fucking god. Run!
However,
But the charisma save.
Your charisma save. You look at the pan you just hit the souls with. That golden glow fades to a dark, used iron and rust color. As you feel, as you're being shoved into this new space, your connection to Enos isn't severed, but you are so far removed from his domains, you aren't pulling much power here.
Okay. I see what this is.
Oh,
I see.
I hope you don't mind. The realm of darkness isn't privy to those loathsome overseers you all hold so dear. Their power means nothing here. But worry not. I will not harm you. You've given me no reason to do so as of yet.
And not only that, you said you couldn't.
Well, I would have more of a chance in this specific area. However, those plans are not exactly what I need in this current moment.
As you look around, make a perception check real quick.
Is my pan done for?
No, it just looks like it hadn't been like upkept with.
Okay. But I've essentially like gone down in my cleric powers. Like
Yes.
they are. So I'm just a man. I'm just a cook.
Oh, you don't have guidance anymore.
Just
Oh yeah, wait. Hold
Yeah.
on. Take away that one. So
That's
14.
fine. 14. You look around. There is honestly a lot to take in. All the biggest things you can really see as you take steps in the ground, there's like this sickly blue light that just like floats up in little tiny blue orbs and then just kind of fade away. And as you see that, you look around and there are these oddly enough like mushroom-ish like shaped rock spires that are cracking at the very tips, and you see like raw crystals forming in them. And you look into like some of those crystals and you see reflections of like the Heartless you've been fighting and other dark like creatures, some like dark imagery, something you're kind of familiar with in the setting of war, just like people fading away from this world, people slaughtering one another, just a lot of raw darkness, like raw negative memory and emotion. It's basically solidified.
So we in some weird version of Hades?
You could compare it to such. The realm of darkness is, in essence, the very counterpart to the realm of light. This is where my people hail from, as we were born and molded and shaped by these dark memories and emotions. Left here to suffer by the very ones that put us here in the first place.
Put here by, I'm assuming, the people you're not the biggest fan of.
For a while I thought it was the Overseers, but it was something far more ancient and far more primordial than that. We are the embodiment of darkness itself. And to such a long, long time ago, there were those that were the embodiment of light. We have one advantage over those who embody light. We do not require a physical being to stay alive. They do. So when we slaughtered them way back when, they used any inkling of their life they had left to summon something so foul, the heart of all worlds. I believe your little Keyblade wielder friends know what the name Kingdom Hearts. When it's summoned, a purge happens. Those that bear the same artifact that goes with it, a blade so powerful it is the only one that can unlock the secrets of what is essentially our universe. The last group got lucky enough to seal us away in this wretched place. Thankfully, over the years, we've had a few interesting individuals may help us find our way out. Unfortunately, the overseers did get the best of me, and now I'm back here.
You broke up there a bit.
Unfortunately, oh, hold on.
Unfortunately, the overseers got one over on me and put me back here. Unfortunately, I was met with that wretched knight. And he's the only one that can truly prevent me from getting out of here. But if I can somehow manipulate all of you into finding his way out, I will soon follow.
You know, I really do appreciate the tour, but that's not gonna happen.
For your sake, I would certainly hope so.
Yeah. Would I know how to get out of here? Like, just swim out?
Doors that way.
You feel like you could probably end this at any time, but at this point, the amount you dived in, it would require like another wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
But he did also say he's not going to keep you here.
Yeah.
So, you say, I think we're finished with this tour.
Yeah, just more so a thing of, I don't think that's gonna happen. Listen, it's been great figuring out why exactly you guys were down here, acting like the victims. But, yeah. Like, listen, I would feel for you more if you went about it in a different direction.
Oh, I assure you.
I assure you, Mr. Vaness, I need not your pity.
Not pity, it's more so disappointment.
An apt choice of words. Speaking of disappointment, it's a shame I couldn't show you more of the sights here, but I think it would behoove you at the very least to see one last thing before I let you go. Make me one last wisdom saving throw.
Last one.
Alright, I'll do one saving throw, but that's it, no more.
$24.
He puts a hand on your back.
Oh, I see him.
Yes.
What's he look like?
Oh no, he's completely covered in darkness.
I figured, but I didn't
see,
know.
You can see there's a being there.
What
but
about the hand? What's it
I
look
think
like?
you mean African American.
It looks like black fire.
Black fire. All right.
He puts a hand on your back. And immediately, everything around you, just faster than anything you've seen, just kind of zooms in. Almost kind of like a vertigo shot in a movie. Just where everything just kind of zooms in, but you just kind of like stay in focus for a second.
Yeah.
From this like pitch like dark blue and black to a very low embery crimson red. And you look around and you see he stepped away. Or he's not present at this moment. Now I need you to make one last perception check.
Oh. 14.
Who goes there?
So this whole place is red and very... How did you describe it again?
It's just a low, like, embery, fiery crimson red. It's not like bright and fire. It's not like immediately hell.
You're not in hell.
Yeah.
It kind of feels like you're just like on the mountains outskirting like a demon pit.
Yeah.
You've got a nice scenic overview of hell.
Yeah.
You're in LA.
Yeah, just kind of hearing the who goes there. Some call me gift bearer, others call me sous chef. But you may call me. But you may call me Mr. V.
And your mother calls me down for breakfast every goddamn day.
Your mother loves me.
Mr. V.
It's just this like cyberpunk shit.
An unusual name. What does it stand for?
Funny enough, no one of note.
One second.
You just hear typing in the background in this large cavern.
Who's this Mr. V person?
Look him up. We have to have a file.
I thought he
Get
was
his
gonna
fingerprint.
dox. I thought he was gonna dox himself, but he didn't. Hold on.
Hold on, let me get his IP.
Unplugs computer. Dang it!
Shit!
He has a VPN.
Son of a bitch!
It says he's in Ontario!
Oh no, he's in Berlin.
God damn it, he's moving every 13 minutes!
He's on the Bucky's Wi-Fi.
You'd think I could get into that shit, but for some reason,
Oh,
I can't.
no. Bucky's has a stronger cybersecurity team than the fucking Pentagon.
Listen, that
Much better.
VPN is stronger than Bucky's teeth. Like, come on.
They changed the Bucky statue.
Well, how'd they change it?
They slimmed him down like what they did with Pikachu.
Oh.
One day, guys, I'm gonna make a lot of money, and I'm gonna buy us all a house, and I'm gonna find that goddamn fat Bucky statue. And it'll be ours. I promise.
Where's my hug statue?
Oh, yeah,
All right.
I'll do right.
So,
I'll do right.
All right.
I'll do right by you boys.
Mr. Verness,
Marshall, I'm not crying.
you see,
Listen,
you hear the voice speak to you again.
Stop.
You share the blood of those who inherit the Nine Hells.
Yeah?
A distant descendant of Asmodeus.
And here I thought that fortune teller was nuts.
What is your true name?
Quick question.
Yeah.
Are you actively trying to resist saying the name?
I, at this point, am trying to figure out why do they want the name, and I'm gonna do a follow-up of give me your name, and I might give you mine.
Those who are deemed to suffer in my pit refer to me as Balgratov.
I'm not repeating that, just in case.
And I'm gonna say no roll required. For some reason, you get a perfect, like, spelling of that name in your head in infernal runes.
How convenient.
All right.
Dude, you're in the court of fucking Asmodeus, and they send fucking Balragoth to meet you.
Balgratoth.
Whatever.
Feel like I may have heard of you. Funny enough. What's gonna happen if I give you my name?
Nothing. I cannot make contact with you wherever you reside now. Your aura. It is familiar.
Regret this. The name's Vanessa.
So I want you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
1 second.
Oh,
You're not.
no.
You don't need to roll anything. I just need to look up something real quick.
There is a fat chance in this place that I'm giving him my first or middle name. So we'll see how that goes.
Just need to confirm something real quick.
Oh boy.
Yeah, Adam, if you could not die, that'd be great.
You know what? I'll be fine. It'll be okay.
Oh, I did
I'm,
that.
gl-
I'm just looking
I'm
over,
glad.
Looking over
I'm
to
glad-
Lisa and being
Okay.
like, he's been there a while.
Yeah, Aya's got a hacky sack. She's been like, I've been hacking and sacking for like 900 Mississippis.
Guys,
Is he dead?
just I can't help but have the image in my head. You guys are all looking at the well, and then eventually you just see a body.
Yeah, no.
It's gonna be the Grand Theft Auto San Andreas or Vice
That's,
City. Body just
that's
look.
the same thing I said last session. Is Pioneer just floated back up?
Mr. Vanessa,
Yep.
roll me an insight check real quick.
Oh boy.
Dude, you're so fucked.
Probably. 12.
On a 12, you're not able to really clock anything about the person or whatever demon is talking to you. The flame, there was like an immediate heat to like where you were placed in. It seems to have like cooled down significantly. Like not ice cold, just more so temperate.
So she did keep that name. I see.
I should call her.
Everything reminds me of her.
You must go back to the realm you came from before it is too late. This realm is dangerous.
If you don't mind me asking before I go, why the shift? Why the sudden care for my well-being?
I cannot reveal, lest they may hurt you as well. I'm sorry.
And as he says that, you are shifted away from this. And at this point, you are back in the water.
Okay.
Oh god, guys, he's fucking dead.
So am I out, or like, is
You're
it
out.
one of those things?
You're in
Is
the
it one-
well.
So I don't see the unknown man yet, right?
He's
No.
just laying in the bottom of the pool looking up at you.
Essentially, I just take one more moment and mentally in my head, I just try to think to him, not the guy I just talked to, not Ball, but I think to the unknown shadow guy. Just, we'll be back, and I go the rest of the way back up.
I look forward to it.
Yeah, as you swim back up, and all of you see Mr. Verness emerge.
Are you swimming up just fine, or are you gonna play dead?
Well, all you guys see, I'm gonna try to do it like this. You see the big old calloused hands just on the well, and just.
At this point, Cynthia is like put her feet in the water, just waiting for everyone to go. Like hands like go right next to her, like.
Well, guys, that was enlightening. Probably even crazier than the one time I actually had a whole bag of magic mushrooms, but yeah, I got a lot to unpack.
Any of it good?
Some, but more so just news about what we're up against. Very
Good.
primordial, very dangerous, dark. The reason for all of the Heartless. There's a lot. There's a lot. I found the guy that you were talking about, Cynthia.
Oh, was he nicer to you?
Was he not nice to you or something?
I mean, not really.
Yeah, well, I had tea with him, but he did talk about you a little bit.
That does confirm a suspicion I was having.
What part
Wait,
of it?
what's
The tea?
Oh, that he's sexist.
Yeah. He went by the name of Cetro. Didn't give me his real name though.
Cetro.
Cetro.
Anyone who wants to can make a history check on that.
I was about to say, I want to see if maybe I could think what it
Hold
might
on.
mean.
And I pull out the pan.
Oh.
Is the pan okay?
Oh yeah, your pan is back to normal.
Oh, okay, guidance.
I'm gonna re-roll with my insight. My
Inspiration?
Yeah, because I don't think I'm gonna get another roll this session.
Probably not.
Guidance on.
Honestly, Cynthia,
on you, Malphite.
I don't think you will either. So, not much better.
Gonna be another one. What? We were the same.
It doesn't ring a bell. That's exactly what
Dang.
Mr. Verness rolled too.
Wow.
Yeah, blue armor with gold trim to it and decor. Absolutely fitted out the gills with magic items. Red hair.
Didn't see the red hair.
I mean, he was pretty chill. Definitely seemed lonely. And then I encountered the person that was hunting him. Apparently, he's being hunted by another guy in there that he can't say his name, otherwise they'll be free of the Shadow Realm, the Dark Realm, where they were sealed by the Overseers. I kind of got dragged through their version of hell.
When he talks about like the Dark Realm and
You-
all that
you-
stuff.
You can clock. He's probably talking about the same dude who showed up in your vision
that's
that
what I was thinking.
that the
The
night.
one that I also made a deal with, or
No.
the one from the vision. The one.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the
Do I know what my like what kind of magic the deal I made with the other one, like chaos?
Infernal.
What kind of magic is that's infernal? Okay.
It's a mix of infernal and abyssal.
But mostly infernal.
More so infernal, yeah.
okay.
Was possibly connected, but
I was curious about that too, like behind the scenes. But I essentially almost figured out who Cetro's friends were, hopefully figuring out the person we forgot.
right.
And there were 5 people that he was running to before his memory was cut off by the dark entity.
Okay.
And then he started monologuing to me a bit.
Why do they always do that, Lucian says?
You know, I don't know.
I feel like there's a
Like-
monologue quota they have to hit at this
like-
point.
I'm gonna level with all of you. When I was, like, the big, bad, dark son of a bitch 7 years ago,
Yeah.
it's part of it. Why did we want to monologue so much? I don't know why.
You know, I don't get it either. The pirates that I went up against also wanted to do that.
I
but
think,
they
you know
they
what it
just
is?
died.
I think they just like hearing themselves talk.
Yeah. Well, it's good that it was the last thing they heard then.
Yes, that's true.
But hey, nonetheless, even though he was very threatening to me and everything like that, in the end he said he couldn't hurt me in that specific realm, and essentially was just
Because
like,
he
but
cared about you, or
no, not at all. He probably would if he could.
Oh, gotcha.
But he then offered to show where he came from, and I went ahead and accepted, and he drug me through dimensions and eventually took me back to the Shadow Realm.
How
And
was that?
it's about probably what you would expect. I lost my powers for a bit. I was somewhat at his mercy. He probably could have hurt me there, but he didn't. Said he could take my memory away. I would have wanted to see him try.
Fucking wanted to see him fucking try. Would have glassed his ass.
He showed me around, essentially telling me how they were all put here, trapped forever to stay isolated. Of course, he did agree that he deserved to be there, but at the same time, he also expressed how they very much so wanted to get out, and how they would use mortals out in the material plane to get out.
Oh.
They've gone through the process of trying to do that. And he's been trying to go through the process of figuring out Cetro's way out of the memoryscape so that he can then follow. Which would not be good. But at the same... Yes.
I guess.
But...
Moving on.
Did you just say, can I guess?
No, she
I
just said,
thought you said, I guess.
Oh.
Yes.
Like, can I get? Can I take a guess? And we're like,
a 6 out of 10 in terms of how bad things could be.
Yeah, like, I know that now at this point that more than likely this guy is the one that's been orchestrating everything going on. This guy is probably going to be the end-all be-all with these crystals that we got. I also figured out that he is the one that actually made the Queen of Radiana mad.
What do you mean?
Oh, did you get a name?
I did not. But essentially, there was a lot of talk of missing memories, lost memories, memories that were cut off by him. And essentially he was insinuating he lost something dear to him. And I myself am inclined to think that he is most definitely using her to wreak havoc and chaos. The memory of someone close to her, the memory of Alexander, warped.
A crying shame.
On a few levels. On a few levels. But you can only imagine how many other people he's done this to.
Well, it seems like you said that Cetro had a group of people just like us, right?
Similar. They reminded me of the Overseers. Group of 5, but
There's way more than 5 overseers, isn't there?
yeah. But there was the one that would have looked like
No, there's
Alexander.
13.
Oh yeah, mine. I saw
You fucking
one.
stupid Cynthia.
I saw one that was bright red. One that was bright red, blue, yellow, earthy brown. with
No,
one of
green.
them?
No, it
Green.
was red, green, yellow, blue, and the last one was a dark purple.
Dark purple.
Were they gay?
What are they, rangers? A power?
Well, I mean,
The Mighty Morphin Power
is that similar to all the crystals we have? Pretty much.
Not.
He had a crystal, right?
He did not. He only took Mr. Vernessa's for a second.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
and he also
He-
took
he
mine,
had
and it
one.
turned into a crystal blue sky.
Yeah, he had one once before.
Right. Okay.
He also took mine, and it turned into a crystal blue sky.
That's fine.
That's not really happened with anybody else.
Mr.
But-
Verness, you take your crystal out, and you actually notice, like, the terrarium design. It's still mostly that, but, like, that starry night sky, a lot of, like, the blue void filling it has turned more, like, a lot more transparent. So now you can actually kind of, like, see through it.
What do you know? Yeah, this crystal's been through quite a bit. Not only did it get the clear blue sky method, I also-
It's just pitch black.
It's, like, way more black than it was before.
yeah. I also went to some ley line to where it turned into a diamond, essentially, and started issuing out prismatic colors. Pretty crazy there.
One adventure. I was just stuck in the Temple of Alexander the whole time.
Oh.
That seems like hell.
It was.
I love that. It was. Fucking sucked.
Luck of the draw, I guess.
I know I don't usually speak like this, but fuck, man, I hated it.
Listen, I usually don't get into my emotions, but fuck, I was really not having it that time.
Lucian speaks up and says, "Well, that's quite a lot then. You need a moment to sit down?"
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
Oh,
Why?
well. Aya, do you want to jump in?
Is it my turn, boss?
Yeah. It's your turn.
Yeah, sorry it took so long.
Again, if you really don't feel comfortable doing it, but it seems the crystal is protecting you all to an extent.
While he's having that discussion of, well, the crystal will protect you, Aya just...
Yeah.
You know, at this point, I remember getting the warning.
Her and the robot should really have a show, honestly. I think they'd kill.
The bunny and the half-wit, maybe?
The bunny and the robot.
Yeah.
Which one is which?
You see bubbles come up to the surface, and it just is Aya saying, fuck you.
There's just a finger that reaches up.
Aya, as you dive in, make a wisdom saving throw.
Don't die, please.
And remember, you have
Don't die!
You
You're the
have
funny one.
you have inspiration and luck points. So.
What'd you say, Matt?
Don't dive in. You're so sexy.
Yeah. How much does guidance add?
Guidance you can't use.
That was
you have inspiration and a luck point, which means you can
Okay,
reroll.
what's inspiration do?
It's a reroll.
Alright, well, I'm not going to use it on that. I got a 19.
Perfect. Let's see. Okay. Where does Aya's mind go in this moment?
I wonder what new mind palace I get to go to, but this time it's an underwater level. I hear the Donkey Kong fucking underwater music, and I'm like...
It might be a little more difficult since a lot of what they were pursuing has kind of been, like, answered for. Is there anything Aya's looking for? Like, personally in this?
A sick fucking dance floor.
That's the thing, is Aya's whole thing is individuality. So, because she essentially has had none up until she was an adult. And, so I don't know, she's not really looking for a person. I guess she'd want to know what the fucking cat's problem is.
Okay.
So if any of the, you know...
So you're basically
Water.
you're trying to find out more about the cat, right?
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, you're shifted back to Sidroka, your hometown, the Kingdom of Darkness. The sky is dark purple. Like, it looks like just a wicked storm cloud of, like, malevolent energy.
Oh no.
And you remember this. You were a bit present for it. You were much younger at the time. But this is what was happening 7 years ago.
Am I a baby? Am I
You
a
are
baby
not.
Again?
You are yourself.
Okay.
As you see soldiers in the streets, fending back just imp demons, feral, creatures of darkness, and heartless.
I don't like this. What the fuck?
You're looking for the cat, so you're essentially trying to look for her.
Yeah, what the fuck are you doing here? Marshall, baby, I love you so much, but get the fuck back. Your breath is hot. Your breath is so hot. Go.
You ask what the fuck she was doing here. Oh my god.
Go. Go. Stank, baby.
Is that what you're saying to the Heartless?
Yeah. Some of the Heartless are pretty icky looking, man.
Yeah. Some of them are like little cute ants. Some of them are fucking demons. Some of them are straight demons.
I can't think of a heartless that looks like inherently stinky. I guess they all kind of have like a. They probably all
Just
have like
the little fucking ant guys look like they smell like fucking cheese, dude.
Marshall, get down. Flick.
As you ask what the cat was doing here, make a perception check.
What the cat doing?
What the cat doing? Ooh, perception.
Mm-hmm.
I got a 20, a modified 20.
Modified 20, okay. You're looking around just kind of at this pure chaos and devastation wreaking havoc all across the city. As you see a being you've never really seen before, just step out into an alleyway. And upon taking a look at them, they seem to have a keyblade as well. And they're trying to like fend off like a whole cluster of them just like pouncing on him.
Are they my age or are they?
No, they appear to be older.
Okay, all right.
Like they seem middle age-ish.
What does their keyblade look like? Does it look like the cat's?
On a modified 20, it looks exactly like the cat's.
Hey.
Do you call out to it?
Yeah, she'd probably be like, don't be scared, but I'm pretty sure you trained my bully. And she's gonna stand beside them and pull her keyblade out too.
Okay, yeah. You pull your keyblade out and you see this keyblade wielder's like, okay, you're throwing a lot at me once, and there's a lot of fucking demons running around right now. There's a lot of heartless around us. We kind of have to take care of this.
Multitasking.
Okay, let's get. Well, I'm training her. I have like one student. She's the sweetest thing I've ever seen.
I got her keyblade by her keychain and is doing the General Kenobi with her fucking keyblade.
Yeah, make an attack roll at advantage.
Marshall, get down. Oh god, he just pissed.
Oh.
No.
Buddy, I'm sorry.
Can't tell him what to do. He needs to go out.
I'm sorry.
Mm.
You said an attack roll at advantage?
Yep.
Okay. So 17 plus... So I rolled a 17. I rolled 2 17s in a row.
Okay.
So...
I mean, you're gonna hit, so...
Okay, just...
Yeah. Yeah, we don't need to add the modifier. Yeah, you're kind of just mowing through, like, a bunch of the XPs, like, left and right.
Come on, buddy. Let's go pee-pee. God, I'm the fucking worst. Come on, Marshall. He says, there's piss in my pants.
Oh my god.
No.
I'm sorry. Don't eat any spiders. Ruger, give me the toy. You can't bring a toy outside.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, you bitch. Don't piss on the toy. Give me the toy.
I'm just letting this run. This is funny.
Alright. Oh god, fucking trooper, look at her. She said, can I come outside? Come pee-pee.
Hope you enjoyed this, audience.
I gets out of the fucking the well. Sorry, someone pissed. I gotta be right back.
My sibling looked me directly in the eyes and just started pissing.
I gotta teleport back. I gotta go back to the director real quick. I'll be right back, guys.
All right, so yeah, I would definitely do that, and she'd be like, "Here's the thing. In the future / reality where I'm from, something really bad and fucked up must have happened because she's an asshole now,
She sucks.
and I didn't do anything." And I is just going like this.
She's
With her
hunting.
fucking
Yeah, she honestly, they're doing the same, and they just say, "Okay, have you had any words with her at all at this point?"
No, she keeps just running at me and telling me I'm gonna die.
Okay.
I didn't even do anything.
Well, she must have some sort of reason for wanting to come after you. But you seem pretty nice to me, all things considering, so I don't get it.
Oh my god, thanks. She's just fucking cartwheeling and kicking Heartless in the crotch.
Does she actually have a keyblade now?
Yeah, it's yours.
Mine?
What?
Huh? Yeah. As you say that, make a wisdom saving throw real quick, Aya. When you get a sec. Yeah, when you get a sec. Oh.
This is Garfield and that's Barf.
Of course.
Aww.
Barf.
I didn't name him. I didn't name him.
I would have named them Bort and Orno.
Don't
Bort.
Bort and Orno.
Quit hissing at me. We're friends. We love each other. Don't hiss at me. Come on, guys. Let's go in. I'm gonna roll a die. You're the reason why I can't roll an actual die right now. All right. You said a wisdom saving throw?
Yep.
God damn, fucking iPad sucks. All right. Oh wow. Okay. Never mind. Sorry, iPad. That's my wisdom. I know I have okay that. It's intelligence I don't have. I got a 17.
17. Unfortunately, that is one below the DC. As you hear them go, what? Aya, you are dragged away about 120 feet in the blink of an eye.
How do I? I'm trying to think about how I make that sound where it's like screaming, but it's.
That was good.
Yeah, that's pretty good. As you feel like stunned in this place, and you feel a hand set down on your shoulder.
I feel a hand on my shoulder.
I would keep your distance. What comes next is a bit too painful.
As you hear a very familiar voice. One that was speaking to you not 24 hours ago. As you look up, and you see Zeem.
Hey, where are you sitting so long?
Yeah.
Look at him.
Damn
it, Discord.
I sent his picture like a few weeks ago, so.
Oh, damn it.
Here, I can resend
Yeah,
it.
send it again for me, gamer. Because right now it's just that motherfucker from Yu-Gi-Oh!
Alright, I replied to it in the text chain.
Man.
You're in a very
peculiar place, young Keyblade wielder.
Yeah, I'm not supposed to be here, sir. I'm sorry.
Oh, you do not have to apologize to me. After all, I guess it would be best to know one's enemy and what drives.
Yeah. I don't have any philosophical reasons to have jumped in the pool, but I was the only one that hadn't.
You know what they say. Curiosity killed the cat.
As you see, playing out before you, you see that master you were talking to get stabbed in the back.
Oh, no. From 20 feet. No! Get up! Get up, you... Get... Ah! This is the thing, I couldn't prevent it! Oh, this blows! She's got her head in her hands, like, I went back just far enough to do absolutely nothing.
Oh, I assure you, you would not have been able to stop this.
Yeah, well, this is probably the thing that made the cat mean.
Yes.
Her master got shish kebabbed.
Not only her master, everything important to her. Her family, her friends, her home, and her last line of defense. Her dearly departed master.
Can you explain why she's got a problem with me? Because I didn't do any of that.
Oh, I can very well show you.
You see, as you see, the scene continues more. You see the blade that sticks out of them seems to be made out of, oddly enough, like, the core, it's just like a rod, essentially. And, like, the core of it is, like, pure black. Like, just color is being absorbed away from everything near it. As just, like, this sickening fluid, like, purple flame surrounds it. As you see, Zeem is the one that stabbed them. You go to save that back in Zeem, and Zeem's not next to you.
Hey.
And you look forward, and you see the Keyblade Master fading away. Just glitters of, like, golden and light-colored glass slowly rising off of their body. And eventually, a perfect sphere of what looks like pure light ascends and exits off into the sky. As you see a much younger version of the cat who, more than anything, wants to take your life. In full tears, matted fur, like claws that are almost too long, like they haven't been, like, kept or anything. As they are just groveling over their master being lost.
But I don't understand why she's mad at me. I didn't do that.
You see Zeem kneel in front of her.
If that motherfucker points at me and is like, she did it.
Make a perception check.
You bitch.
Really felt like pointing the finger at you. Just.
Once again, I got another 17, so plus, what is this roll?
Perception. I think it's modified 20. Or no.
No, 15 plus 5.
Yeah.
So 22.
22. No, he does not point at you at all. But oddly enough, just the air and everything else goes still and silent. As you see, much like a father trying to comfort their child, takes in the cat. Just gives them an embrace.
I'm gonna say that as soon as because it takes a long time for the gears to click, But when it does, she's gonna realize, bad role model, bad role model, bad role model, and she's gonna run. Like, there's nothing effectively she can do, but she would run towards them and be like, give me that kid.
Make me a wisdom saving throw at disadvantage.
Oh. Disadvantage. Well, joke's on you, because I have the luck rolls. So.
You can only use one right now.
Oh, get fucked. It's an 18. Plus my shit. Hold on. What's my shit? Where's this roll again?
Wisdom saving.
Wisdom fucking 18 plus 3.
You... Okay, on that, I'm gonna roll something real quick.
That TikTok audio. That's like, I could be a good mother. I mean, what's another child for Aya to raise, you know? It's not actually gonna happen.
You run forward, and as soon as you try to start running, just the pace at which you're running feels absolutely sluggish. As you feel like a dog is weighing you down. No, you feel gravity itself.
Stop.
Marshall!
I think he likes it. I think he likes it.
You feel gravity itself basically pressing down on you.
You big bitch, you're so heavy. God,
As
he's like 120 pounds. Go on, James.
you feel gravity pushing down on you. And you are trying desperately to just run as fast as you can. And you actually make it pretty close. Unfortunately, a blast of pure arcane energy knocks you back.
Oh, he fucking force palmed me backwards.
You don't see it was him.
Another.
As you see, looking around, you see another figure close by.
Okay.
And make me another perception check real quick. God.
Jeez.
What is the likelihood of that? Adam, do that math. What's the likelihood of that?
She's rolled like 4 17s in a row.
I've rolled 6. I've rolled 6.
Six 17s in a row. Let's take a look at that real quick.
I got 17 plus 5.
17 plus 5. 22. You look up. There's another figure. And you basically remember immediately, this is the one, like, that made itself a figure known, like, beyond the door that Pioneer was trying to get at. Unfortunately, it's completely enshrouded in darkness. But you can tell it's the same one that Pioneer's been trying to, like, look for.
Now what do you want?
Okay, so the probability of getting that 6 times in a row.
It wasn't in a row.
Okay.
But in like the 8 times I've had to roll, 6 of them have been 17s.
Still, the odds to get 6 out of like that, it's 1 in 14,652.
So what you're saying is I'm special.
Very.
Wow.
Wow.
One might say, me and Zeem go way back.
Oh boy.
You wanted to know why this Tabaxi despises you so much. It's astounding what happens when the essence of revenge, rage, hatred, some of the most powerful emotions of the heart, much like your friend Cynthia, there is pure
Once again,
power.
Once again, your godliness. I understand that revenge and hatred are one of the many fires that fuel so many people. I have one of those people in my party. I still don't understand. She's like on her knees at this point, like rubbing her temples, and she's like, "What did you do to make her mad at me? We're both kids at this time."
But I know where you are right now. You are a crystal-bearing warrior.
Yeah.
Chosen not only by destiny, but the Keyblade itself. All of your family still alive, not a single one dropped dead during this time. Meanwhile, this one lost everything she held dear. To put it plainly, it is manipulation.
I'm manipulating her.
It's perfect. I gaslit the fuck out of her.
Someone to distract you, while I unleash even further hordes of Heartless upon your friends.
Well, that's I don't like that. I don't like that one bit.
And
Yeah, I like kick some gravel, and she's like,
I've heard many a legend of a heart of pure light and a heart of pure darkness clashing to create something spectacular. It's a hypothesis I wish to test, and unfortunately that falls on you. So I would advise you best prepare yourself. Because she will not relent. I see. Look now.
As you look back over, and Zeem, like, holds like a dark flame that enters the chest of this Tabaxi. As you see her entire demeanor shift and change. As simply, she gets up and just starts slaughtering a bunch of Heartless. And seemingly the most angry you've seen a person.
well, that's good. I like that. I like that they do that. That's good.
You had best prepare yourself, Warrior of the Crystal. The time is coming soon, where this may shatter every bit of you.
For what it's worth, Mr. O Lord of Darkness, I could not be less worried about myself.
You carry a very large air of confidence.
No, it's not confidence. It's something else entirely.
And what would that be?
No, I'm not telling you that.
Come on. What is it?
You're the god of darkness, air, and mystery. This is mine. You can find that out later.
A very
Right.
wise decision. Better to keep your cards closer to your chest than to reveal all. Hey, there's a dog on you. I think you might want to take care of that.
And like,
Hey yo.
and I don't like to like raise my hand to like push him, because then he like goes like, because he was hit so much. So I just kind of let him like, he's like, like your glasses.
Oh.
I very much look forward to seeing the battle between you and one of my most prodigal heirs.
It seems counterproductive that they're very, very good at fighting Heartless. But that's the thing that you want to be everywhere.
She is simply doing her job.
There's an expression. It's like the means outweigh the means outweigh the plan.
I can assure you.
I is like sitting there like.
There are far, far greater number of Heartless than you might think.
It just seems odd to pick a Keyblade wielder as your champion when that's the only thing that can hurt the things that you make.
Wouldn't you want them on your side then, so they don't hit the things you make?
But they are hitting the things they make, Cynthia. Get out of my head brain. Get out of here.
She simply needed a target to realize how powerful rage can be. After all, the Keyblade is a tool of rage.
Mine's not.
I wonder how long that facade will last.
Well, I've only had it for several days. We'll find out, Mr. O Lord of Darkness.
Indeed we shall.
Sir.
Do take care of yourself and make sure you keep an eye on your compatriots.
It's hard to miss a black cat that screams at you and it fucking runs with her arms above her head.
Rage does make one crazy.
And she says, I'll kill you!
And quite frankly, she is insane.
Oh.
So, again, best prepare yourself. She will stop at nothing to kill you.
That's fine. I'm truthfully. I'm not fucking worried about it. How do I get back to the up?
You simply need only leave.
Oh. Oh, I'm on a public street. Oh.
Farewell, dear Noosaki.
I just walks into a person's home. Like,
you walk into your house. And you are back in the water.
Aya does the thing where she floats up on her back. She wants to see how long she can fool people. What do I need to roll to make my friends think I'm dead?
Performance. Or performance or deception.
Oh, yeah, I need to do performance. What the fuck, deception? Deception, my keister. Deception, my fat ass. Oh, that wasn't very good. I got a 16.
Yeah, no, not fooling Cynthia.
There's just water coming out of her mouth.
Yeah, while you're like face down still, like just let it sit there for a bit, and then just like reach over and dunk your head under the water.
Do you see her foot? She's like, no.
Oh yeah.
She comes up and does the little kid where she's like, water.
So yeah, are you good?
Everything all right?
Yeah.
Did you learn anything? You were in there for a much shorter time than the rest of your compatriots.
Yeah, I got some backstory.
Well, that's always good.
Okay.
Yeah. So when we get out of the water, are we wet? When we get
Yes.
out, like our
It is
clothes wet?
still water.
I would like to remind you guys, Aya has over 24 pockets on the pair of pants she's wearing. So she just is like scooping handfuls of water out of her cargo pants. She's like this fucking sucks. This
Some
is
good
stupid.
pockets.
This is stupid. Thank you. This is stupid. All I got out of this is bullshit. I didn't do anything. Went back in time, watched why the cat Keyblade wielder was so mad at me. Lord of Darkness talked to me. He was actually very, very polite, all things
Oh,
considered.
to you, he's polite.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Surprisingly, that's what I thought you'd say. To me, he was like, "Hi, how you doing?" And he's like, "Watch this!" And then he orchestrated the slaying of the cat's master, thus
And it was
igniting.
nice?
I mean, pretty cordial. I mean, he wasn't like kissing me on the forehead or anything, but pretty, polite. Pretty polite.
I'm sorry, but immediately
It's a-
he wasn't kissing me on the forehead.
Is something funny, Malachi? And Aya's wringing out her ears.
Did I meet this Lord of Darkness? I'm not sure. I think he might have came up for like a little bit for me.
I mean,
Good meat.
again, you do know it was Zeem,
Yeah.
but the more mysterious one that has not given its name, it was not the same one that Mr. Verness and Cynthia experienced.
Gotcha.
Do we all have different darkness czars?
No.
Was mine Zeem or was it someone else?
I don't think you met any in your flashback.
I just saw that Cicero put a hood on and changed.
That was a different person entirely.
Okay, yeah, I have no idea about the Sword of Darkness.
Yeah, you
In
don't.
mine, I saw the shrouded figure in Pioneers, but that shrouded figure is the one that orchestrated this guy named Zeem to kill the cat's caretaker master.
Why?
Yeah, that's what I said. So
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah, so ultimately,
Imagine
All right,
if Sora just asked that to Riku and Riku's like, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
yeah, no, literally.
What the fuck?
All right, so basically, here's what we're looking at. Aya gets a stick, and she's like drawing in the dirt, and she's like, "All right, so this little shadow figure, same shadow figure that was in Pioneer's visions, right? That's the key connective. It's just me and Pioneer.
Technically, you all saw that at the very beginning of all this, because that was something that was projected before Pioneer dived in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we all know this person, but are familiar with them in different aspects. In my puddle experience, this dark shadow figure orchestrated a guy named Zeem to get rid of Batman.
We know Zeem.
Yeah. And then when I was like, well, why the hell is she mad at me? It was just, it's kind of a bullshit answer when you actually think about it. So basically, we're both kids in this flashback, and none of my family died during the war. Cat only had one line of support. They died.
Okay.
So they are manipulated in a way to see that I have everything and they have nothing. Which, when you think about trauma, that's not how you're supposed to compare yourself to others, but that's a whole different thing.
I feel like
Lucian perks up and is like, as someone who knew a thing or two about manipulation, that is such the easy route to go. And I'm sorry you kind of fell to the
and then
blunt
here's
end
the
of that.
here's the crotch kicker of it. So the cat is a Keyblade wielder. This shadow guy, he wants Heartless to be everywhere. So I asked him, I says, "Sir, Mr. Darkness, is it not counterproductive to pick a Keyblade wielder?" And he said he thought about it, and he's like, I don't know. And so so that's where I got him.
Well, technically, any Heartless slain by a Keyblade returns to basically the life stream of the universe itself and gets to move on.
Exactly.
All those hearts return to Kingdom Hearts. And that is a way to bring about a door to it. So, if anything, it's probably a cherry on top scenario. And, unfortunately, Heartless are a near endless supply.
No, I know. It just seems like he picked the wrong kid's caregiver to murder. Could have picked like a mage. Could have picked like a barbarian like Maokai. That would be really bad. Could have picked someone like Cynthia, arguably more worse than Maokai. It's kind of a little bit bullshit. But the thing about it is if I could like speak one-on-one with this cat person, which can't happen because they keep running at me, and they run really fast and they hit really hard, and I'm not gonna be able to be like, "Hey, do you know you're being manipulated?" Yeah.
Well, in that case, there's basically only two ways you can go about that.
I die, or
Kill
they
him.
No, let's leave the I die out of it. You best turn combat, or we defeat Zine.
Yeah, I could be Zine. I don't think anybody in this party couldn't beat up Zine. Raise a hand. Raise a hands if you think you think you could kick Zine's ass.
I mean, yeah.
Pioneer holds up 2 hands.
Look,
All right, so
you can certainly try, but the problem is trying to find him. He doesn't have a set location.
Also, even if we do kick his ass, which will happen, he'll just pop right back up. That's what exactly happened with the last group of heroes.
Unfortunately, yeah. We're still trying to figure that out.
We have to find a way to wedgie him on the flagpole and keep him up there.
yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Is there a magic doodad that can just stasis him, suspend him in resin?
It's
perhaps.
It is possible. I think, if anything, that might be our best route. Is trying to imprison
that's what I'm
him.
gonna do.
Imprisoning magic is quite rare on this world, so
So that's a really good bit, Jack. So is
I just imagine he's frozen like that.
yeah. So is getting a keyblade out of nowhere.
that's very true.
Just as rare. If ifs and buts were candy and nuts, we'd all have a merry Yuletide. Let's find somebody.
I was waiting for it. I so wanted you to say Christmas.
No.
What's Christmas?
No, I think Yuletide is like the D&D equivalent or something. But
Sure, actually.
we gotta find someone that can stasis Zine. If we could stasis the cat, that'd be great too. In like a glass type of situation, so that way they can just be pawing at the shit. And
You hold person, don't you? Are you able to learn that?
Who?
Oh yeah.
She is not. Well, there's time magic, but time magic can only stop for so long.
I was
Yeah.
about to say, we could also just capture her and knock her unconscious.
The cat'll be a lot easier to confine. It's Zine that we gotta find a strong enough box.
Oh, we just kill him.
Yeah.
The problem is he'll come right back.
He's gonna get back up, Cynthia. That's the problem. He's gonna get back
We'll
up.
take him down to 1 health point, let him heal back up, take him back down to 1 health point for the remainder of our lives.
I don't want you all to have to go through that. That's not your responsibility.
It'd be very
I don't really have anything better to do. All my siblings are in school now. They got their own thing.
They can come over the weekends and help beat up
Your-
Uncle Z.
Your priorities, now that you have become, unfortunately, an instrument of destiny, are a little concerning to me.
Why is that?
Well, not
Could you-
concerning. I'm glad that
Could you-
you very much care for your family,
Can you
but
elaborate? Can you elaborate?
the world is in danger.
Oh.
Why didn't you say that earlier?
What the you want to say now?
Wait. Hey, I know my brother very well. He would not make that a point. The world's fucked right now, okay?
I
Azora's
at
the main
that
thing.
being put so plainly would be like, I live on this world, and more importantly,
Yes.
the kids I took care of for 24 years live on this world.
Mm-hmm.
So we got, and all the people I think are pretty cool, like all of you guys. So we gotta, don't look at me like that, Cynthia. We gotta fix some stuff.
Yeah.
I like how each time fucking Aya's like going, it's like, we gotta do this thing. Cynthia, fucking stop that. But we gotta really do this thing.
That's it. No, that's exactly
Cynthia,
what I
put
first
your
saw.
middle finger
No,
down.
that to a T, I knew was gonna fucking happen this entire
Yeah.
series.
Mm-hmm.
Cynthia, stop flipping me off when I'm in my mind space. She's like, no.
You're the fucking
Why?
TikTok of the dude that's like, you murdered my wife and kids.
You burned my house down. What am I gonna do?
You burned my house to the ground.
My family's dead. I'm gonna find you, motherfucker.
So here's our game plan. We either got to do the hit point thing that Malachi said, or the stasis thing for Zim, and then we just gotta
Well,
get a tighter grasp on the cat because they want me dead. And
on that
that's-
note, I think it would also be a wise decision to get rid of his lackeys first.
well, all of them.
God
Yeah,
damn it,
all
Matt.
of those assholes.
Yeah, I
It's
mean,
just like you guys
between-
are well enough able to do all this stuff. It's just, but I think it would be in your best interest to still have a Keyblade wielder on the team. Be
Yeah.
that
oh
me
no, that's
or
not an
whoever-
option.
Yeah.
If you weren't present, it would be a very, very rough journey for the rest of you.
Exactly. So if I die, it's on you guys to find another Keyblade wielder. That's what I'm saying.
I get what you're saying, but that's
Okay.
not gonna happen. We're
The-
gonna make sure that does not happen.
And I don't know how to make this shit attuned to other people
Here- no.
after I die.
No,
you
so, like,
have to pass it on to someone else.
She would look at Pioneer.
Well, problem with that.
Judas.
Problem with that
Judas?
one.
He's a soulless husk.
No, he has a soul. He
Don't
doesn't have a
say that!
heart.
Don't
You know-
fucking say that to him.
He does have a soul. He does not have a heart.
He ain't here to tell me not to.
You asshole. He's a fucking useless piece of shit. Why the fuck would you say that? Why
I
would
mean, I
you
guess-
say that?
I guess that would make him a good successor to you.
But the only my only stipulation, Pioneer, is if you get this shit, you can't change the way it looks. It has to stay bright pink.
You add to the
That's-
keychain.
unfortunately-
or great grandpa.
Unfortunately, that's not up to you. But
Man.
let's shelve that for now, because I don't think you can pass it on to him.
I can try.
You can certainly
Speaking of
try.
His eyes get big. I can try. And she like holds her keyblade to her neck.
Well, let's not.
What is
What-
happening here?
What were you gonna say, Melkai?
I was gonna ask. I mean, at a certain point, I'm assuming it'll probably be advantageous for some of us to eventually hold a keyblade so we can handle our own against Heartless.
You
'Cause
guys can't have.
I don't. Well,
You guys can't have.
that would be all well and good. That would be all well and good, but the
It's fine. I
keyblade,
was gonna give you one, Cynthia.
the
Yeah.
keyblade, even if
it-
you were to pass one on, the keyblade's still very particular. It doesn't pick just anybody.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
and like another thing is if the keyblade doesn't want to be passed to that person, that's up to the key.
Yeah.
It can just go.
Yes. There have been instances where a keyblade was meant for one person and, because of circumstances beyond their control, had to jump down the list.
Yeah, I mean, if I could give you guys all this, like if I could break it into multiple tiny Keyblade daggers, I would have done that long ago. Yeah, exactly. One for each of my lovelies. I would have done it. But I can't. I can't do that. Because I don't think it will do that.
That's not really how magic weapons work.
And not only that, I mean, the Keyblade, it would hurt. Like, it's sentient, isn't it? It's got a mind of its own.
Yeah, I feel like breaking a Keyblade's not a smart thing to do.
Yeah.
You can't. It's nigh indestructible anyway.
Okay.
Wait,
It takes
mine
it
has
takes
a
a
mind of
lot
its
to break
own.
one.
Yeah, mine has a mind of its own that, like, it doesn't tell me to do horrible things to people or anything, but it's
The
it's very much, very much
only
just an
mission.
extension of me.
Yes, the only mission a Keyblade is meant for is to open doors and to slaughter Heartless.
Yeah.
In all truth, these things are instruments of war. They were built out of desire for war.
And mine is an instrument to fucking break it down. The war aspect is just a side effect.
Very true. The Keyblade does have its own objective, but ultimately it's the wielder that controls it, so.
Yeah, mine, when I get it close to my brain, I can hear Darude by Sandstorm.
I think you should get that checked out. I think there's a being trapped in there.
There's a what? There's a what in my
I think
keyboard?
you got a loose belt.
There's a bee.
There's a bee. On your point, though, Melkai, I don't think you should worry so much about having to seek out a Keyblade.
It's more in the sense of like,
I mean,
I'm
Maya just has to get the last hit.
True, but it's also like if we ever have to split up for any reason, and one of the groups run into a Heartless.
No, that's the thing,
Well-
is we just don't split up, Melkai.
Here's the thing.
Why would we do that?
Others can
I wonder.
temporarily get rid of Heartless.
Yeah, but they'll come back.
Yes, and it's more often than not they'll come back not too far away from where you took care of them.
Okay.
But if you're in a situation where you're split up and suddenly they start raining down on you, your best bet is just to start booking it and split back up. And if there's one immediately on you, get rid of it and just keep moving.
Get rid of it and run really fast.
Besides, if anything, the Heartless would be more after myself, Aeon, and Noah.
And Aya.
No, Aya's not as experienced as we are right now.
Oh, I thought they just had attraction to Keyblade wielders.
They do, but they also want the most
Keyblade wielders.
they
The
want them,
most experience.
yes,
Yeah.
they want them gone first.
I'm just some motherfucker who doesn't know what she's doing. Imagine getting assigned to be my Keyblade, like you're going up there for Keyblade graduation, and they call your name and they show you who you're going to. My Keyblade had to be like,
Damn, did I hurt you?
I'm imagining it'd be like Billy from Billy and Mandy, and just like just digging for gold as your picture. And Cupid's like, can I get another?
eh,
No.
oh god, fucking weeb.
Okay, so I think we've covered a lot of our bases.
Speaking of which, we should probably go back to Sidroka and let them know what we found. But also, I would be a big fan if we head to Kamenstena.
Coming.
I want dry
Come on, what?
pants. I want dry pants.
Kamenstena, the dwarven What?
Oh, okay. Yeah, gotcha.
Wherever we
From
go,
Joel just said come in one at the same time.
Hey, listen. After I serve you the dinner, you can do whatever with it.
Listen, I'm not that desperate yet, but
So, you know, I'm gonna be real. I wasn't expecting all of you to dive into the well of memories, and I'm glad you're all okay.
yeah,
Wouldn't we be?
You
Can
could have
you
very
make
well died from madness.
can you make our pants not
I'm just
wet?
gonna give him all kind of look of like, and you didn't even.
Yeah,
tell us?
actually, I got you. As he casts prestidigitation on you.
Thank you. You know what?
I
It's
just
like.
look back at Cynthia. If we died of madness, we weren't strong enough to even make it faster. So we should have just died right here and there.
Hey, take it up with
only
Walden,
one.
the groundskeeper.
I wasn't. gonna be
He
the
was
only
supposed to
one
warn you.
to not go in there.
I mean, it's fine. Our robot friend did it, and we saw maybe these crystals could do something else for us. So we were like, yeah, all right. Sure.
On that note, Aya, you look at your crystal, and
I'd love to do that.
the previous like pink to purple gradient seems to now be a pink to purple to starry like black sky like gradient.
Sick.
So yeah, all of your crystals have evolved a bit.
Do we get the ability to break it down sexual style?
That's
No,
only
yeah,
me.
that's at level 18.
That's me.
Gotcha.
But I can already do that. I can already do that.
She does have the ability to do that.
One of the first things I ever did to Cynthia to aggravate the piss out of her is I was like, guys, you smell that? What's it smell? And Cynthia turned around and I was doing the fattest stanky leg she ever saw.
So, you know, normally the Well of Memories is typically a place of comfort, so I'm at least glad it was able to provide you all some information about it. But if you ever just need a place to just think about stuff, this place is pretty good for that.
Oh yeah.
Cynthia, did you hear what I said about the stanky leg?
No.
They said that Malachi wanted the ability to bust it down sexual style. Well, I already know how to do that. And then I told the story about one of the times we first met, and I was like, guys, what's that smell? What's that smell? It reeks in here. And you turned around and I was doing the fattest stanky leg you had ever seen. But also considering you lived in the wilderness for a little while, you didn't know what a stanky leg was.
I thought stanky leg was a disease, so I.
What are you doing?
So I had to explain to you why it was really funny. And Verness also didn't understand. Really, no one did. But
You know, your leg doesn't really stink. It doesn't really have any sort of smell. But you know what? I mean, whatever's happening there, I mean...
it's fine. It's fine. There were many of them ahead of their time.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Help for those who came before.
Exactly.
As Lucian finishes explaining how this place is usually for people to find comfort, or just trying to remember something they probably tried to forget, you see another figure walk down into this place and says, but you have to be very careful with the nature of memories, as they're quite dangerous to those who don't know what they're looking for. That is...
we didn't know what we were looking for when we came here, apparently.
And you all were very lucky. Only one other
Oh,
has.
it was luck.
Mine was luck.
I would say most of ours were luck.
Yeah.
My everything so far has been luck.
Well, I cannot speak whether or not it is just your nature, whether it was just luck, or whether you found some sort of secret to it, but you should count yourself very fortunate that you made it out as safe as you did. As you see, he goes to sit down and just have his feet in the water. And hold on one second.
I'm not gonna do that.
I wouldn't try that if I were you. As you see, this man sit down.
In the water.
His feet are in the water.
He looks like Object got even more pathetic.
Is that
Yeah,
Poseidon?
he does a little bit.
Yo.
You see he just waves his hand over the pool, and anyone who wants to make a perception check.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to perceive.
I am good at these.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I'm about to laugh at you for rolling lower than me.
That's what you get. That's what
You're
you
gonna
get.
laugh and you're like, you don't.
Aya, do you make a perception check?
You got a 13, I got a 17. Guess who? Oh, my modifier's making a 16.
Aya, do you make a perception check?
No.
You don't want to?
I'm pretty sure it's Poseidon.
Well, you can still
That's
make
the
a perception.
headcanon.
You can make a perception check to see something else.
Yeah, I'll do that. Oh! 21.
21.
21.
Mr. Vaness, you look at the Well of Memories, and you see an image of someone who is actually in a painting upstairs. A young man with dark black skin, standing on the coast of a beach with two swords in his hand. Seemingly walking into the water, and then, oddly enough, skating upon it.
Aw.
Cynthia and Melkai, you see this as well. Cynthia, you see, oddly enough, it looks a lot like the man itself. A little bit more broad-shouldered. Completely shirtless still. Long flowing black hair. And an orange waist sash. Melkai.
Yeah.
You look in, and you see a group of people you don't really recognize. One of them does look slightly familiar, and then you realize it was someone in the painting next to the woman that had all the snakes in her hair, and her skin was made of green scales. It was the woman next to her that had blonde hair with purple roots. Standing next to a very broad-shouldered young man with blonde hair and seemingly a sledgehammer on his back.
Mm-hmm.
A very eccentric-looking young man, about the same height as the girl. Completely, like, purple hair with some, like, other ones mixed in. Wearing, shades oddly similar to Mr. Verness.
Wait a minute.
You got pit vipers as well? Hey. What are you doing? It's you, Charlie. It's you.
Who's that? Who's that?
It's like those fucking smiling friends bits where they're just like, and you can have these for free.
You see,
Thanks.
bit of an older looking man, not super old at all. Looks just a bit more of an adult. With very, very tired looking eyes. And some sort of metal tube on his hip.
Is the metal tube like a cartridge of Sonic Adventures?
First of all, it was Sonic Frontiers, thank you very much.
Sorry, Sonic Frontiers. I apologize.
I
thought...
And you also...
Man, that's fucking Glock 19.
And
yeah, we all had Glocks.
Then you also see a young man who almost looks identical to the first young man you saw. The young dark black skinned male. This time, hair little shorter. Has what looks to be a broken sword upon his back. That shimmers with a layer of water. Aya, you see all of that. And you also see a memory.
Wait a few minutes and try setting up again. You can also try unplugging your device and plugging it back in.
Son of a bitch, I hate this channel. Aya, you see all of what they see. But out of the corner, seemingly like tucked away from like the big memory on display, there is... It's the same people you saw in the painting upstairs.
Yeah.
They are walking down a beach. Like a perfect, like, sunny day out. As they're walking along, as it looks to be like a first-person perspective of whoever's watching just getting up and walking away. And on that high roll of a perception, there's just something kind of painful about that memory. But yeah, that's what you all see.
Huh.
Are you Poseidon?
Well, that's a good way to break the ice.
He's got a giant wave weapon.
Well, technically you all wouldn't see that. But I don't have a version
got a
with his
mermaid haircut.
Yeah, everything else gives it away though. I see no reason to lie to you, yes.
Nice to meet you.
And you as well.
My name is Melkai.
Champion of Asura.
Stop.
Tis an honor to meet you as well. Were you able to find any comfort in this place?
I was. I found a lot of answers, and then I think a lot more questions, surprisingly, as well, but...
That's the thing about memories. They're reconstructive and not reproductive. So when you remember something that seemingly wasn't present before, it just wants to lead you with more, where did that come from? Questions. That's typically why it's highly suggested that no one stay in the water for too long, as the madness aspect is quite simply from you asking questions over and over again, leading yourself down a spiral and eventually drowning yourself.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
But seems you all came out unscathed. Very fortunate.
Yeah. We're not doing too bad off.
Not yet.
There is always a yet.
Yep. Boy, howdy, do you know it?
Well, I am glad you all were able to find what you were looking for here. I cannot offer too much in the ways of my service, but you are free to use this as you see fit. I would be very careful not to tempt with fate too often.
Well, technically, we're tempting against fate right now.
Very
And
true.
Got a good point there.
I feel like tempting against fate is how we are able to keep on moving forward.
Very true.
Even if we stumble, we'll get back up.
Wise words.
Who are you people again?
So what was your...
Oh, fuck!
Very aptly put, Melkai.
There's only two things I'm good at: swinging something and sometimes putting words together.
Remind me a lot of someone else I used to know. Someone who my son was great friends with. He was quite the warrior and quite philosophical.
I'm sorry. When you say philosophical, I was thinking of the Pepsi album I listened to recently called Dis Pepsi, and there's a fucking sample that says, "So you're philosophical," and that just repeats the entire time. So when I heard that, I couldn't think. Seems like a great man. Thank you for bearing me to him.
One other piece of advice I would wish to impart upon you all. I wouldn't take any of what you saw in there for granted. Whether it be something cryptic, something nostalgic, something heartwarming, something devastating. Those memories are formed from connections that make you all more powerful than you think you really are. So, if there's anything that you found that's worth pursuing in said visions, I'd keep following it. That being said, just be careful where you tread.
If we get warned about a well that'll make us forget everything, we'll think twice before jumping in.
Yeah.
Really? You will do that? You will do that next time you come here?
Maybe.
Yep.
We'll at least give it some pause. How about that?
We'll think about it.
You know, typically the method is just to think of a keyword or a person, and typically it would be projected so that everyone could see. You all went the nuclear route.
And then we kept on going the nuclear route.
And then you kept going the nuclear route, and it just so happened to work for all 5 of you.
Well, I mean, what can we say?
To me, that's there's no further proof that you are truly chosen, so.
Yeah, I feel like if we weren't chosen, half of us would be insane, and the other half would be questioning who we are.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we all survived the well, so I mean...
On another world I hail from, that very same water is used to make people forget, so...
I have a question. Now, this is going to sound very cruel.
Mm-hmm.
So, Zine, what if we throw him into the well and keep him under for long enough?
He would simply teleport away.
Counterspell.
He's one of the world's most powerful wizards.
Would
Two
the anti-magic
counterspells.
field stop the pool too?
A force cage?
You'll also find that magic inside of that well is a little bit hectic.
So
Yeah.
You would have issues teleporting away as well.
True. You could I'm not opposed to you trying it. I'm just saying it might not work in your favor.
No. I don't expect it to be 100% effective.
A purely chaotic battle where the victor could be anyone at any given moment. I don't know. I kind of like that. That sounds pretty cool.
The victor is who can hold down the other person long enough so they either forget everything or go insane.
Oh, dude.
You know, my first champion was the only other one that managed to stay in that well and not die.
Okay.
Oh. I thought there was multiple people that were.
Technically, there are. You all are here now.
True.
But she was the only one to stay in there for more than a week.
That's cool.
How do you breathe?
She was a merfolk.
Ernest was pushing.
Well, that'll do it.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, that's cheating.
No, the madness part is what needed to be concerned about.
Yeah.
Because merfolk can still absolutely drown themselves.
How stupid is that?
You know, whenever you drink water and then you drink it too fast and it goes down the wrong pipe? I'm assuming it's like that.
Oh, it's like, yes. And then imagine just your chest is so filled with water.
You know.
Yeah, we're like 90% water. It'd be fine.
Not gonna hurt.
It's not gonna hurt, bro.
By the way, did want to say your museum up here is very beautiful.
I appreciate it. The pieces I keep on display here are memories I believe are rather worth keeping. And letting a lot of the old ones I'd rather not keep disappear. Unfortunately, that doesn't just happen. A lot of the other of my circle, they frankly only remember most of the previous plane they had come from. I can see every incarnation I've been to. And in a lot of places, I am not a good person. Or, I'm frankly too weak to do anything. So, I'd like to at least make one of the worlds I take residence in have my place be a place of comfort for others.
And the place of comfort just has a well that can drive people insane. Now, it's not the main attraction.
I put it up front. That is their own risk if they want to dive in. I gave every warning.
I just put it there. Like, you're not supposed to go in there.
I didn't put it there. I built that here for a reason. This entire museum was built around it.
To deter people from going in, or at least giving them enough warning.
Yes.
Fully understand. Thank you for that.
Good deal.
Of course.
I hope more people are not like us.
Yeah.
I can only hope so. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to drive up a lot of bodies.
I'm gonna have to put a railing.
Yeah, have you considered putting a safety railing? You know what? No, I haven't. Quite frankly, I haven't. I thought the sign that said "You will go mad and fucking drown" was enough, but apparently not.
But this
victim to madness in this pool.
And then a guy named John Florida Man said, "Bet," and fucking went right in.
We don't talk about John Florida Man. He's an arch devil. Well, suppose it's time that you all head on your way then.
Yeah, I think we should head back to Sadroka and talk to the king and some friends down there.
Yeah.
Very well.
Actually, is it going to be nighttime out soon?
Yeah, how long were we in there?
I'm actually trying to remember my timeline.
You were in the pool for 4 days, Vernez.
I think at this point, it probably would be closer to nighttime, but it would be like 6 o'clock.
Wow.
There is-
I thought we were in there for hours.
The reason
It
why I
feels
brought
like it,
up,
but
Tsukiyomi's observatory. When it gets nighttime, I think it'd be a great idea to head there.
Yeah, I think that'd be a good stop.
Yeah.
Why not?
You all have the portal set up there, so. Lucian perks up and says, "Would it be okay if I joined you for that?" Okay.
No, you can join.
Come along.
Okay.
Whenever Cynthia says something,
Hey,
look, give it a minute.
Look, I give people their privacy. If they want to be alone, they want to be alone.
Well, also, if you want to head there, there's no reason why we wouldn't let you join us in the first place. We can always split up after.
Yeah.
But it's great if you can join us. I think we'd enjoy that.
It'll be
Sure.
good.
I know
Most
a bit
of us
about
would
that.
enjoy that.
I know a bit about the place, so I can give you a tour.
Good deal.
Alrighty. Well, if there's no other points need to be made here, I guess we could probably head that way.
Are you done getting the water out of your pants?
He did press the
Yeah, Lucian did press the digitation.
Oh, okay, good.
But he waited to do it until I had already emptied out my pockets. But it's,
It's the
You-
thought that counts.
yeah.
You simply did not ask. I don't know your relationship with water, okay? I'm sorry.
Lucian,
Yes.
what kind of pants are you wearing right now?
Whoa. Hold up.
Leather.
How would you like it if your lower half was submerged? In
I
those
like
leather
water.
pants? In your leather pants, Lucy.
I gotta press the digitation.
Well, I guess I'll go myself.
Well, I don't have to worry about that because I'm not a fucking idiot.
Hey,
Hey,
Look.
you know what?
hey, hold on. Aya? I was the straight up Lord of Darkness 7 years ago. Some people aren't comfortable with my magic, okay?
Yeah, I'd have a real big problem with the Mr. Clean spell you have.
Everyone
That's
has
where-
that spell.
That's where I draw the
Aya
line.
does it.
Oh man! Oh, can I just say the immediate
Cantrip.
the immediate? Yeah. Well, what if when your leather pants be in the water, I have prestidigitation?
By the way, clearly said that to fuck with you.
I love that. This is one of my favorite dudes right now.
Well, alright, guess we'll head out then. Everyone make one last perception check real quick.
I'm going to see God today.
I got an 11.
Ah.
Oh, wow.
Fuck you, Matt.
18.
18.
8.
Aya, do you want to make a perception check?
I got 11.
11, okay. Give me just
Got 11.
one.
Got 11.
Got 11. Just
Well,
1 second. I gotta-
11. Got 11. Sorry.
You're good. Just gotta pull up one last picture. I'm dumping a lot of lore today.
Yeah.
Where's all this lore coming from?
Come on, Hero Forge. Thank you. Yeah, all of you don't really see too much. But Mr. Verness, you look back. And you see Lucian is looking at the well. And you see a particular figure appear in the water. Come on, keyboard.
Who is that?
It's a very good friend of mine.
She's so bright.
Very.
Yeah, she likes to reflect a lot of the colors around the purple.
I can tell.
I like the getup.
Yeah. She's awesome. Fortunately, she is currently dealing with potential political destruction climate on the Bahamut Isles, so just checking sure to make sure she's okay.
Speaking of, if we wanted to go there, how would we book passage?
Well,
Since
I'd
we'll be
say
in the area anyway.
I'd say probably your best bet would be getting a boat from Sidroka.
All right.
If you wanted like for sure passage.
Right.
Teodi is technically a port town, and so is Orikal, but their ships aren't made as much for long travel. But they are options. Yeah, if you do need to hit up there sometime, I have ways to get to there, so.
I'm sure we'll be going there eventually.
Alright.
Also, it wouldn't be a bad idea if there's a teleportation crystal to go ahead and grab it.
If it's over there, then yeah, it'd definitely be helpful. If I had to guess, though, it's probably a little bit harder to reach.
Oh, definitely.
Well, once we get it, we only have to make that reach once.
Fair enough. Well, either way, let's get you all to the observatory. Or are you wanting to go to Sidroka first?
I think we were going to stay the night at the observatory. And then...
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, we can go to Sidroka just as long as we get to the Temple of Tsukiyomi at night, but...
Gotcha. Alright. Then let's head that way.
Alright.
As you all walk up the stairs and point your crystals at the teleportation sphere. Has this been the first actual time y'all have teleported this way?
No.
Not through that, no.
I think we teleported to...
Yeah, we did
we
it
went
from...
back to the Amaterasu temple, didn't we?
Yeah, Amaterasu to Tsukiyomi, I thought.
Or we went Amaterasu
No,
back to
Saran
Sidroka.
Saran warped you to Tsukiyomi's.
Okay.
I think so, then.
Yeah.
Other than the one we tested.
The Feywild.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I think this is the first real time y'all have done it. So you all just get
Make a
near
Constitution saving throw. You will die if you fail.
Yeah, simply don't die.
Wormhole.
You all just gently lift your crystals forward as they begin to spin and shine and shoot a beam from all 5 of them, enveloping you all in a warm, soft light. And within mere seconds, you are in front of the observatory. Yeah, and Melkai dies.
Anyone else feeling like they're coming off the hot?
Oh my god, Melkai's been splinched.
I resurrect 2 minutes later. Damn, that one took a bit. What's up? How would be?
Yeah. As you all see that, above you, the sky is completely clear as you see a shit ton of stars and the moon.
Nice.
As Lucian opens the door and says, "After you all." And that is where we're gonna end tonight's session.
Alright.
Nice.
Woo! Thank you all for joining us. We'll see you next Thursday. Good night, everyone.
Not everybody.
Good night.